Welcome to the NewiN podcast. That was my fault. My mic was on mute. Completely. I knew it. I knew something was going on, but you guys weren't replying to me. Okay.
As I silence it.
Yeah, it was complete silence. Welcome to the NewiN podcast, episode 5. We have three beautiful guests today, as always. We got the returning, lovely, 3 NewiN podcast veteran, Ren, the penguin.
I am an old weeb in podcast.
Yes, he's no longer a new weebin, he's an old weebin. we got
old weebin.
we got a 2-time returning. He's the 2-time returning Mr. Ian.
Hello.
Yes, and finally, our first new weebin podcast, first time ever. We've got Tien.
Mr. Onigiri.
Yeah, Tien. As always with every new guest, I have to ask them, what's the origin of your avatar that you decided to pick to show us today?
How do I explain this? So, okay, we all know what virtual YouTubers are and what HoloLive is, right? So,
What is the virtual YouTuber? Please explain to me.
okay, so imagine like a streamer, except that they're doing what you're doing right now. So it's like they put on a virtual avatar and just stream whilst doing activities like playing games and just like talking as they're going. So it's kind of just a normal streamer, except that they are virtual.
But
Imagine a virtual YouTuber asking
it's
someone what a virtual YouTuber
I'm not a
imagine that. It's like
I'm
you're
not a
asking
virtual
like,
YouTuber.
what a human is.
wait,
You're
I'm
asking
not.
what a human is.
I'm not real.
If you're a human.
I'm not real.
Yeah, but
Am
so
I
like the origin.
am I a virtual YouTuber? So I'm not real.
I have no idea. Are you real? I don't know.
No.
Wait, this podcast is just a dream, right? So
This could be a
This is real
dream.
life.
I know it was
Yeah,
probably a
okay,
dream before. Like I was talking to myself before.
yeah, okay, but like just to like sum it up, so there's this virtual YouTuber from HoloLive called Nekomata Okayu. She's my number 1, and her fans are called Onigiriya, so literally like onigiri house.
I see.
And then some random fan decided to create this new type of fan called Yaki Onigiri, where it's like, imagine a normal onigiri, but their passion for okayu is so much that they burn themselves and then they roast themselves into like fried burnt onigiri.
I
or, like,
see.
Roasted onigiri. So that's the origin.
Okay.
So I got inspiration and just drew this myself.
Yep. Wow, sweet. So that is your avatar origin story. Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know the other origin story of the others, figure out which episode that Ian and Ren debuted in, and then yeah, you can figure out their origin story. Okay, let's so hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th as the recording of this.
Yes,
So
happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Boys.
Yeah, spend it with the boys because we're back in lockdown.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
but for a
5
couple
days, let's go.
5-day lockdown quickly. But
Oh boy.
before we actually get to the main topic of this podcast, I did ask every one of you to like, or you can do right now on the top of your head, recommend one romance anime that you want to watch. Just one, anything. You don't have to say anything good about it. I think just say the anime name and that'll be it. Like I'll start right here. Watch Akagimi no Shiriki Hime, basically Snow White the red hair. That's the one romance anime I recommend. That's it.
Romance anime recommendation.
Yes. Yes.
Are we going in order or are we just like randomly saying?
I will say let's go. Like Tien go first. Let's bully the new kid.
Just because I have a bias of what I recently watched, I would say Adachi to Shimamura. It's so wholesome.
Okay.
Oh.
Wholesome spicy shit. Like real good.
Wholesome spicy. Okay. Okay, let's go. Ren next.
So
The one I'm gonna recommend is Troubled Life of Miss Kotora.
Told I'm Skatora.
What's the Japanese name is Kotora-san. Something. I don't remember the.
Okay, we'll look for that later. I guess like when I put the picture. And Ian.
Now, the thing with romance anime, it's a bit difficult for me because I do not watch romance anime as much, but I have watched a few, so I will recommend some of those ones that watched. Some of those includes
Just one. Just give us one.
Just one.
just one.
Just give us one.
Just one then.
You watch a lot of romance anime, man. I've seen you. Just lie.
just a romance
And
manga
just
that
anyone,
is an
like
anime.
it could be old, it could be
Yeah.
new,
Yeah.
it could be recent.
Yeah.
It could be shit.
You
It
read
could
a
be
lot
good.
of romance manga.
Don't
You read a
watch
lot of romance manga, but
Yeah,
you read a
so
lot of
don't say
romance
kick
manga,
success
right?
is okay.
No,
List a romance manga
Okay.
that has an anime.
Horimiya at this point, yeah.
Wait.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a nice segue to our first anime we're gonna be talking about because because I didn't want to talk about I didn't want anyone to mention anything from this season. but okay, so like as you guys if you know, this episode is basically about our first impressions of the winter 2021 winter anime season, which so far has been a pretty good season. Like honestly, probably the best season in the last 5 seasons. So that's like it's like the best season since 2020 at all started.
You think so?
I think it's,
I actually agree.
like I feel like 2020 in a year was just kind of weak anime. Like each season was nothing special, and I think this one is like pretty stacked. Not because of
Yeah, this year started pretty good.
yeah, like this year started pretty good because of like pretty good new shows and like pretty good sequels as well starting for the most part.
New shows, adaptations, and whatnot. It's like if you're comparing 2020 to winter 2020, or just like start of 2021, it's literally like 2020 is either hit or miss. You have a few like gems that shine out, and then 2021 is like, okay, you know what? Just to make up for this, we're just going to offload everything to the start. Enjoy.
Yeah,
There was some good
Yeah,
ones.
start of the year with a bang.
like the 2020.
Forget
Don't get me wrong,
about
there
it.
was still like some bang of shows in 2020, but when I'm talking about season wise, they weren't as strong. Like there was not much other shows within the seasons. I'll say like to say it was like, oh, there's like 10 good shows here, you know, or like 5 plus good shows in 2020, like in one season. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think also because at the start of 2020, a lot of shows went on delay because of COVID.
Yeah.
So a lot of things kind of add over 2 seasons, even though they were 1 season anime, like
Yeah.
12 episodes, but they add over 2 seasons.
But the thing is that you gotta give them props to Bobby for still being able to like produce.
Yeah,
anime.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in COVID times, you know.
But that's also probably why it felt weak because
Yeah.
a lot of animes kind of got delayed or there wasn't a lot. I feel.
There wasn't a lot. Like I think there weren't a lot of standouts. I think I was just say.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of stand-ups. So yeah.
Okay, so let's begin now. First anime on this list that I wrote down as. What did I write down, guys? Oh, Horimiya, that's right. Because it's Valentine's Day. We have to let's talk about the like I think it's the best romance anime this season. Or
Talks about Segway, forgets about the second.
I don't know anything about what other romance anime it compete with this season, honestly, because I'm not.
This season.
Yeah.
But
This-
Tomozaki-kun.
Okay.
Yeah, Tomozaki.
Okay. But I haven't seen Tomozaki, but Horimiya. Let's talk about Horimiya first impressions, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get
Horimiya,
to.
like-
Yeah, Tien?
Yeah, as I was saying, like Horimiya, I just watched the first 2 episodes just now, and all I can say is like, it just feels not forced, but just like natural. It's just, like, imagine you have like 2 people who just happen to get to know each other, and then they go through a few events, and they just become close. Like they're just comfortable with each other, so it's pretty realistic. Unlike the usual like stuff like, oh, after they bump into you, we're gonna be really like hang out with each other for a long time and whatnot, and get involved in events as such. No, this one's literally just like, you know what, I'm comfortable with you, you're comfortable with me, like, and then the story just goes on from there, and you get a lot of nice wholesome moments. And
Yeah, that's
it's
what.
just really nice.
That's what I like about Horimiya, like watching it. Like it's like that whole it's a wholesome comedy show, like about
Yeah,
just like
it's not
Rom-com.
forced.
It's rom-com, it's not-
It's not forced.
it's like
Went pretty smoothly.
yeah, like it is super smoothly. But like what I like about it is like not a lot of drama BS. It's like you think there's gonna be some like heavy drama, like even the opening shows like, oh, there could be like some heavy drama or something like that. It's like not drama gets solved quite quickly.
Yeah.
And like in most comedic ways, it's like, oh, we're just like it's just like all bra moments, but like bra moments solved quickly.
Bro moments.
Yeah, it's kind of like for example, you have like Nisekoi where Chitoge runs into Raku, or like Toradora where was it like? What's that guy's name again? Ryuji Pieces of Taiga or whatnot. No, this is literally just like, wait. Am I allowed to say something about the first episode or just?
Yeah, sure. First episode, yeah.
Like, people are just gonna go sit and watch the first episode. So it's literally like, oh, you just like wait, what's the girl's name again?
Hori?
Hori-san.
There's a Hori.
Hori
something and
Kyoko.
a Miyasa. Yeah, I
Hori
can't remember.
Kyoko,
Okay,
Hori
so like,
Kyoko.
like Mia, whatever.
Miyamura.
Miyamura, this boy.
Yeah, the boy helps out the girl's brother, bring him back to her house, and then they just started hanging out with each other more. It's like, yeah, just a very simple kind of opening, just to get things going. And also like, I kind of like Miyamura's character design.
Dude,
It's
he's
like-
hot.
He's hot as hell, man.
Yeah, he
I
actually.
cosplayed him before.
I
Oh,
was
you
a game
did?
for him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was a
Yeah,
game for him.
I have
Wait.
a long time before even
Okay,
anime.
okay, before episode 6 or after episode 6? Oh,
After.
okay, because like today, after today's episode. Oh,
Yes.
after today's
The
episode.
new, yeah, I cosplayed them.
Okay,
Oh, I'm only 2 episodes in. Please be nice on me.
I'll be nice. Yeah. So Ian,
Yeah.
Yes.
what we had to say about this anime? You said this is the anime that you recommended, romance anime you recommended.
Currently, yes, this is the anime that I recommend. Slowly because, like, as Tien said before, it's actually really smooth. The initiation and like how they introduce these two characters together. They usually you see animes that go around be like bumping each other like you said earlier, but this one's just like, hey, so your little brother went out and I came here to pick and just send him back here. So please. And the next thing you know, like they just started hanging with each other.
Yeah.
They know they're classmates, this and that. So I thought like, oh, it's like the comedy that came with it as well. It's actually pretty funny.
The comedy is just like straight up like it's just like the wholesome kind of comedy, like smooth.
Yeah.
Even though like some of the comedy can be like sort of, I guess like like heavy stuff is like, oh, I had a fight with my friend, but then they kind of brushed it off really quickly.
Yeah, they just play it up.
Yeah, just, like
I would say that it's a very feel-good romance anime. It's just good feels. You just feel good when you watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like if you're feeling down or you just want something light to
Yeah,
watch.
it's
you
very
can
light
just-
and wholesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very easy to get into also.
Mhm.
Like, if you recommend to someone who hasn't really watched anime before and just wants something like nice to get into, this might be a good recommendation for them. But it also depends on
Yeah,
whether
yeah,
they
I
like
agree.
the slice of life or romance genre. In
I would
general.
say it is light, even though there is drama. It's
Yeah.
very light.
yeah, all the drama is very light in that show.
Yeah.
And also, it's realistic and relatable in some senses. if you-
Realistic.
watch
I don't know.
I'm not sure about the
but
realistic part.
I don't
not
think.
realistic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone
about
seems. I can't tell because like because I wouldn't know everything about this, but like, like people get over things very quickly in that show.
Yes.
Oh,
way
they
too.
do.
Like,
But-
maybe not realistic in that
Um,
sense, but like as in like the chances of like some scenario where like you just like hang out with someone and you just happen to get closer to them, that kind of realistic. Not like, oh, I bang it, like I suddenly hit you, I'm angry at you, we're forced to be with each other. No, that's not the kind of thing.
It's not over dramatized. I would say.
Yeah.
I won't say it's realistic, but it's not over dramatized.
Yeah, it's
It's
not.
not a heavy kind of
It's not.
show.
Yeah, like they still know it's like anime or manga basically.
Yeah, of course.
It's like you
another-
can clearly see by the character designs.
Another
live
thing
it,
I
though.
would say is the events sometimes don't like the order of events don't make sense sometimes. Sometimes it feels like the order in which things happen should be the other way around rather than how it is laid out. I won't go into like spoiler territory, but sometimes when you watch it, sometimes you feel like maybe this should have happened after or this should have happened before.
Are you talking about like in their relationship, something like that? Like something should happen.
In terms of like what is being showed on screen, or like in terms of the events, I felt like within like each episode, it feels like there's like mini episodes happening, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes mini episodes could have happened like before the other mini episode. It's like the order in which the mini episodes happen within the show. Sometimes feel switched.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it happens in the manga or did they swap the order around. But it feels like the order in which events happen might have been tweaked. I can't remember if the manga was like that as well, or it just felt that way. I think also in episode 6, if you've watched, there was an event that felt like it should have been the other way around. But yeah.
That's pretty good.
Was
Because
there?
only 2 episodes.
I won't go into spoiler territory, but yeah, that's what I.
But what I just hear from like initial impressions that like maybe from manga readers that the story is, like I say, it's like sort of faster than the manga.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It's faster.
It's definitely a lot faster paced and like it does like I can tell like the way in the show like they want to end this like in like 13 episodes, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
13 episodes is fine. For
Yeah, but
this
like
one.
13 episodes of wholesome love comedy,
Yes.
romantic comedy, I think is just fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even in the manga, it trails off into just comedy territory.
Oh yeah.
at this
Oh,
point,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's,
It
there's
just
not much to talk
becomes
about.
like just very light comedy, and it's just that nothing really happens.
I hear.
Yeah.
I see.
Maybe I should pick it up soon.
Let me pick it up.
You can just watch the anime. I
Yeah.
think if you just finish the anime, it can conclude the series as
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
how
the
many
anime can
chapters are
just do
there
that.
now?
It's a long running series if I remember correctly.
Something, yeah,
It's over
very
300.
long, a
It's
lot,
100.
yeah, over 100. But the thing is, a
100.
lot, majority of like the recent 2 years of content were just light comedy, and that's it. Like nothing
No
really.
progression,
happens.
nothing really happens.
There's no important things.
Yeah, because like it does feel like
Most
the
of the
anime
important
is
stuff-
progressing. That's why,
Yeah.
like from
Yeah,
time
yeah, yes.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably just watch the anime then continue
Yeah,
with the manga.
that's it. Yeah, you don't have to
Probably a
read.
better
Okay.
option.
Okay. Okay. Horimiya, everyone likes it here. Go check it out. Okay, let's talk about our next anime now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because some people asked us about like, what about Attack on Titan? What about Attack on Titan? Like from our season recap. That was like only 2 episodes in. We couldn't recap anything. But now we have decent enough episodes. Now let's talk about the final season of Attack on Titan. Like the first part.
Ooh. So good.
Boy.
Wait, first part or second part?
Right?
Well, it's the first part of final
It's the
season,
first
right?
part.
Part one
Final season.
of season.
I
Final
know.
season.
You manga readers, you gotta tell me this is so. Even though they say this is 16 episodes, you think there's gonna be part 2?
Cannot finish in 16 episodes.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
they need a part 2 for
No.
this.
They need a part 2 for this.
Okay.
No way.
Nice. So what's your thoughts on like because they Attack on Titan season 2 they have a new studio now. It's Studio Mappa instead of Studio Wiz, who did the previous 3 seasons. So what's your thoughts on how's Mappa doing for season final part at least right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has heard the recent news where like a lot of fans on Twitter are giving Mappa flag for using like, oh, why are you using CGI here? Why do you choose this OST here? Blah blah blah. But I think they're still like doing a pretty amazing job. Like every time I watch, it's like I don't tend to like just get distracted by other things. I'm just like glued on to what's going on in the episode.
You
The
complain about
animation is
the
great. The choice of OST, it just draws you in, and then by the end it's like, wait, bruh.
bro. Someone complained about the OST. Someone complained
Yeah,
about the
someone
OST.
actually complained about the OST. It's like, why do you choose this OST
I-
here? Why do you choose this opening here? It's like, wait, just shut up and watch. It's great.
I only heard about the CGI complaints. I never heard about the
Yeah,
OST
yeah,
complaints.
You heard about CGI, but someone actually complained about the OST, if I'm
What?
not mistaken.
Wait, there was CGI. I didn't even notice. That's
Ah,
how
You
good
see,
it
that's
was.
how good it is right now.
Yeah,
With someone who doesn't really
When
like
someone
CGI.
who hates CGI, I'm okay. I pride myself as a person who really.
Yes, you're one.
CGI anime. And I didn't even notice there was CGI. That's how good it is.
I'm pretty sure they use
There was
CGI in like
Yeah,
some
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even notice.
No, it was they used CGI during the invasion scene. Definitely, they
Yeah,
definitely
they
used it
did.
during the invasion scene. But like that was, but like it was so quick. Like the cuts was so quick that you barely noticed it.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
that's how
that's fine.
it was fine. It was a lot better than what season 2 CGI had, man.
Season 2 has CGI?
No, season 2, the one CGI season 2 was the Colossal Titan CGI, and that that one looked worse than what happened here.
It's like just takes out like a Sawtum, literally. If that Sawtum was just skin, then just walking out of nowhere with like that deadpan face. Like,
If you ask me, I think Mappa is actually doing a really, really good,
yeah, really
Yeah.
good.
really, really good job. But how do you feel, Joey? Since you don't normally like Mappa, your
not
history
Mappa.
of anti-Mappa-ness.
NTF.
Oh, my
Are you
aunt,
serious?
How is Mappa doing?
my anti-Mappiness started from Punchline, then it went to Yuru and Ice, Then he like okay, we can make something good, for you, Joey. Here's Zombieland Saga. Like I like this.
Oh my god, I also want to move on to that. So it's like if you hate Mappa, does that mean you hate Zombieland Saga?
Then Dororo was good. Then everything,
Betrayal.
everything else since after that was became. It's like, okay, it's been okay. It's okay. I was like, I respect Mappa now enough. It's like I respect Mappa enough now. They're not trigger anymore. They're not trigger tier to me anymore. But like, okay, in terms of what I think they're done. If Studio Wits was a 10, like a 10 in terms of animation production quality for me. Then Mappa is
AOT or just in general?
AOT, just AOT.
Oh, okay.
Then Mappa, the Mappa's adaptation is more like a 9. It's a slight step down, I reckon, from Wits Studios.
Oh yeah.
Like in terms of I think it's animation and production quality and everything. But it's just a one step down. It's not a big step down. The thing about what Studio Wits did very uniquely was use the coloring of the shades. That's what I really like about Studio Wits. Studio Mappa is able to sort of capture that, but not to the 100% extent of what Wits did. Because if you look at Studio Wits' art style, like they did for Attack on Titan, it was so you could clearly see it was I think it was because most of the time it was digital art rather than hand drawn art.
Very unique.
Yeah, it was.
It was digital art. It's you can really see the characters really stand out more. Whereas everything's everything blends in together in this one, I guess. But this could be a good thing or bad thing.
I feel like the original Attack on art style was very character punchy. It was the characters kinda took you really just noticed the characters' art style. Which was the manga. Yeah, that kind of draw.
Yeah.
You really
It's
could recognize it. Yeah.
It's like when you notice that they are all the suspense moment, you know how
Yeah.
the lines on their eyes.
Yeah.
You know right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, shit's about to go down, kind of thing.
But with Mappa, I think the backgrounds are a lot nicer. They're actually the backgrounds and you actually notice the world feel with what Mappa's doing.
Is it?
And the action scenes and everything feels a lot.
It feels the same.
Really. Yeah.
It feels the same, but also a step down to me. That's all I say. I'm just saying it's a slight step down in terms of production quality. That's it. It's only a slight step down. It's not like a drastic step down.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Ian,
I feel like for me, from what it feels, my impression of Mappa stepping in for AOT is that the colors aren't as sharp as how we were to make Attack on Titan. Okay, so the thing is with I was initially really concerned about Attack on Titan solely because of how the studio is handing over to a different studio. But after seeing Jujutsu Kaisen, I realized okay, they are probably in safe hands. But when I watch it, first episode impression, all that, it's good. I wouldn't say the best. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but I'd say it's good enough for a watch. I think it's pretty good. As Tien and Ren said earlier, you focus more on the story than the CGI and the background and everything like that. Story and the OST is what really drives just real people in. I don't know. I read the manga, so I knew what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But even when it shows scenes in anime, it's just pretty good. Still pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. I've read descriptions of the manga, and I've seen the manga spoilers because I've been spoiled crazy from Attack on Titan.
Oh no.
That,
Yeah, that's why I read the manga.
okay. Assuming that if anyone who's watching this or listening on to us about Attack on Titan final season, they should know what happened previously. And I want to get your opinion on do you guys like where the story is going right now? Do you does the anime kind of show it enough? You say, the story is going this direction. What do you guys think of the story so far and now? I guess.
I think the anime is actually following the manga very well. So in terms of where the anime is going, it's the same as where the manga is heading. I think that they are trying to follow the manga to a T. And what do
you think of the Attack on Titan story manga? Look at knowing your knowledge. Do you like where it's going?
For a series,
Yes.
for this kind of series, I think it's fine. I think I'm okay with where it's going. I'm just waiting for the ride. and watching what happens.
You're just
Even
along
I
for the ride.
Yeah, I think I am okay with where it's going. Because of the kind of series that it is. It's really like from the start you can already start to tell the kind of tone that it has set. And I'm okay with it being the way it is.
I mean, like, comparing it from you guys who have read the manga, I'm just like an anime only watcher, so most of the information I get is just from like watching, and from my perspective, like I said previously, I think like the way they're pacing out the story and choosing which parts to cut out are like really done well. Like it just leaves you hanging, makes you think like, wait, why did he do this? Why was this happen? Why did and just so many questions go into your mind, and then the next episode answers it, but then just brings more like questions after that. So it's just like cliffhanger suspense. Yeah, I'm up to date. I'm actually like eagerly waiting for like the next episode tomorrow.
And you're enjoying it so far.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Then that's
Zero, Ian?
Or in terms of like the direction of how the plot's going.
Yeah. Did you like the story?
Yes, I do like the story, and I'm actually okay with where it's going. It's a sad and depressing road down, but I think this is how it should end.
Okay.
It's as Isayama said.
Yeah.
Potentially speaking, there's a rumor that go on that says that everyone will die, but I mean, it's not
well,
possible, but I'll wait.
Even
Well, if that's a rumor, it's a rumor, okay?
that's just a rumor.
Yeah, it is just a rumor in the end.
Yeah.
So, like we don't know, but like, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll give like my impression of Attack on Titan in general. This is basically to all the people who are saying that this is going to be a masterpiece. I don't like it.
I wouldn't say
That's
masterpiece, but
No. There's a lot of people who are saying that this is going to be a masterpiece or classic, like a modern classic. Okay, like
I think it will be a modern classic.
yeah, like it's like it's gonna be I think like final season is already in the Brotherhood, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood tier, where it's like it's gonna be universally praised as like one of the best, I guess, or like the top.
yeah,
That's how high it is.
That's how I can agree
Yeah, I
on.
can definitely agree on.
Yeah, like
you can't deny that AOT is just very popular. Like
yeah, I get it. It's very popular. I get it's very popular. I, for one, do not like where the story is actually going right now. I like it's for a reason that it's how do I say it? I'll get the idea that it's like, oh, this is good writing, oh, this is creative, and this is stuff like that.
Is it a biased reason, or is it a?
It could be a biased reason, but it's more like a reason where like it's like changed so much from its original concept. I think it's like
is it not because it's getting too political?
I think it's because it's getting political, super political, because it's changed so much from like where it started. I think when like an anime changes too much from its original like where it started, like original path or like original concept, it's like there's this factor of like, what is it? There's the factor of the story that I just don't like about it. That's it.
So you don't like how it's maturing.
I actually disagree with.
Yeah.
We're gonna like agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Where actually you don't like where the change happens. I like because it changed from just a typical revenge story. That at the start I actually wasn't like, I liked Attack on Titan, but I didn't really like it. But after reading the manga and after following the last season 3, latest of season 2, and then season 3 and the final season, I'm actually liking it more and more. Rather than from the start. I actually was like at the start. For the first season of Attack on Titan, to me it was kind of like, it was alright. But the more I watch it, the more I liked it. So
Was it
I'm
because
going
like how
opposite
the plot
direction.
matured, or
Yes,
just
yes. I like how it's changed. How the story, the direction that the story
It gets
ends up
darker and
going
darker.
into.
Yeah,
Not really about the darker and darker, but
not really.
the whole, like what Joey was saying, the whole theme of of what the show was about kind of changed. So initially, I mean, season 1, it was more of like revenge against Titans.
Because I mean, they're just kids. They don't know better.
Yeah.
Literally.
But then the whole tone and the whole theme of the show kind of changed, and like you said, it became political. But I like it became political, and there's a lot of thought provokingness and
Yeah.
yeah,
dude,
and
like,
stuff happening. Yeah.
like I don't mind I don't mind change, but it's like too much change for me. Probably.
So you're a simple
fair,
kind of
fair.
person.
I'm a simple
Yeah,
man.
Joey probably wants
I want
to
Just-
kind of stick to whatever. it is.
like I don't want like you don't have to stick to it completely, but it's like it's changed so much, man. Like
That's fair.
They
Okay.
have
Like
to
the-
go somewhere. Though,
it's like the
to see.
total-
I respect your
Yeah.
opinion. I
Yeah,
respect
I respect your
Yeah.
opinion.
I respect
that's
all your
fine.
opinion as well. Like,
If you
I-
don't like it, that's
if it's
fine.
gonna become a classic One Piece, so be it. But yeah, that's my stance on it.
That's fair.
It's still
that's
it's
fair.
I know it's still good writing. Like don't get me wrong, I know I respect that it's still gonna be good writing and stuff like that. And it's gonna be a good series. It's like I'm not the one of the people that will say it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't like it. There are a lot of series that
Yeah.
are good that you might not like. Like
Yeah.
for a long time, I didn't really like Madoka, even though it was a good. People say it was a
Yeah.
fantastic masterpiece. I
I
didn't
just
like.
thought Madoka
Madoka.
was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it took me a long time to. Anyways, getting off track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, do you guys want to say anything about Attack on final season?
I can't wait for more. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Where do you think? Where do you think part 2 will come?
Oh, later this year.
This season up.
You reckon this
Sure.
season? You reckon
I
later
think-
this year?
Yeah.
It'll probably take
Next
one
season
season
or
break.
end of this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about our next anime. I don't think a lot of people watching our next anime here. It's just Darren, I believe, or Ren.
It's probably just me, I think.
So I'm a spider. So what?
I'll keep it short then. Yep.
Oh, God.
So yeah.
Tell us what this anime is about,
So
guys.
the anime is about a isekai,
spider.
but instead of a slime, it's kind of like there's no slime isekai, but instead of becoming a slime, you become a spider. So I feel like there's a lot of these new isekai animes that are about becoming
look at your
a
gimmick.
monster. Yeah, isekai with a gimmick, become a monster instead of a person. So yeah, it's another one of those gimmick where you become a spider instead, and I think it is quite interesting. So if you like slime, you will probably also like the isekai spider, but it has more it has less of the world building. In the manga it has less of the world building, but I think in anime there's a bit more of for the series, and I do enjoy it. I think it's a good series. It's kind of like Slime's level, I feel. In
Is
terms
it?
of anime, I feel like
Really?
both
Really?
are kind of on the Slime's
So
level.
it's like
of,
there's like that adventure vibe to it,
Yes,
and then there's
Both
you know,
can.
most of the series is going in the anime follows like the main character who becomes a spider, like, and then but instead of in Slimes there's a lot of world building in terms of he gets out and he creates a nation and stuff like that. But in Isekai Spider, the main character and most of the season is going to be her trapped inside a labyrinth, so it's her monologuing a lot in the labyrinth. And
Alfreda!
yes, so it's kind of like and yes, it has the Alfreda tones in terms of like actually
Being
the
stuck
plot
in a
of
labyrinth.
the Isekai Spider is the whole class gets Isekai, and Alfreda also the whole class gets. So it's kind of combining slime and Alfreda. But I think the pacing of it is better. The only thing that kind of gripes me a lot about the series is also the major use of CGI.
Okay.
here we go
yeah.
again.
Crazy amounts of
Okay.
CGI, because all the monsters except for the main character are freaking CGIs.
Okay, I gotta ask about this because I noticed that on Mal that the light novel and like manga scores and stuff that are like 8, something like that, and the animes are on the 6 mark. So I'm guessing a lot of that is because of the CGI.
Could be, yeah, it could very well be
CGI.
because of really bad CGI. In terms of pacing, I think it's fine. It's better pacing than Alfreda's was.
Is it a lighthearted series or like or is it like
it's lighthearted.
like lighthearted adventure series or like just kind of like
Actually, in terms of the theme, it's not, but the main character kind of tried to plays it off as a lighthearted thing. Like she's very positive. Her energy is a lot more positive than what you would think a person going through this kind of thing would have. So the reason why it's lighthearted is because of her
Personality.
her personality and positivity.
So she's being optimistic in a very grim
Yes,
situation.
in a very crappy situation, right?
So
Like,
is it kind of
both
like the wait, sorry. So is it like the color palette of the anime? It shows that it's very dark, it's very grim, but then somehow she just managed to make light of it, and that's what draws people in, or
the color palette of the anime, the characters are not quite vivid. Like,
It looks pretty bright, colorful.
Yeah, the characters are drawn very brightly. However, because it is a labyrinth, you know, the background is going to be very
so
down
they will
and
stick
dark.
out, right?
Yeah. So they will stick out over. And then the other thing is the very weird CG monsters, you know. They are just going to be weird 3D models, which is really grippy. Another thing is the anime's pacing is rather quick as well compared to the manga. I didn't read the light novel, but I read the manga, and the anime's pacing is a lot quicker, so that it doesn't feel as draggy as the manga. Because since she's stuck inside the labyrinth for such a long time, it can feel very draggy. And they try to tell you stories of the classmates and stuff as well, which is not in the manga, to make sure that they break away from the boringness of the just being stuck in the labyrinth, right? So, and the pace of the labyrinth is also done a lot quicker, so that you're not bored by, you know, just being down there. But yeah, the bad things about the series is that because they're trying to get through a lot of things quick, a lot of the skills and everything are very just put onto the screen, and there's a lot of like random words everywhere, which can be very annoying. They literally like dump like, oh, this is all the skills that she has, and they just put it on the screen.
Info dumping?
Don't pause it.
It's okay. I watched Monogatari. I'm ready for this.
Like, you know how like in this kind of series, the main character will always have like
BOP,
right?
Like,
alright.
Like she gains a lot of abilities and stuff, but the way they tell you what abilities she has is they just dump it onto a screen using the appraisal skill, so you can see all her skills, and then if you don't pause it, you can't
I see. Okay.
or understand what she, and there's words on the screen a lot of times.
Pretty typical Isekai.
That
Yeah,
is
sounds
kind of
about right.
annoying. Yeah.
sounds about
No.
right.
It's alright.
And the other thing is pretty much the CG monster. That's pretty much. And maybe sometimes the pacing may be a bit rush at certain points of the story. I think overall it's kind of like it's good, but it's not fantastic. It's like an enjoyable series.
Is it? Are you saying it's like it's probably like if you don't watch this, you're missing out much? Is it?
You won't be missing out much.
Okay.
If you like slime, you can give it a shot.
I see.
If you like just a decent isekai series, if you're a fan of isekai and you don't mind the decent isekai, this is one of them. This is probably like probably going to be about a 7 to 7.5, at max 7.8 in my books, I think.
Okay.
That's pretty okay.
Okay.
That's
Well, I
pretty
won't know
good.
until the
That's like
it's around
yeah.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
That was all pretty decent.
That's an okay-ish score. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a watch once the season ends.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'll give it a try. Like when I eventually get to it. Like I've been meaning to get to it. I just didn't know when I was gonna get to it. So talking about like this comparison, basically. Let's. So
it's okay, but it's not like super good.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I
fair.
think it's still just enjoyable. It's
fair enough, fair
enjoyable.
Okay, let's look at our next anime here. It's okay, let's go back. That time I got Reincarnated Slime Season 2.
Season 2 slime.
Season 2 Slime, because we were talking about it, and like I purposely made this like this is the second one.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that season 2. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Slime Season 2.
Yeah.
So like, are we supposed to draw parallels between isekais now?
We are about to go into we are in almost halfway through the isekai zone, I guess.
Isekai zone.
Because like because I got isekais lined up right now, you know. So like right now, let's look at Slime season 2. Okay, I haven't started season 2 yet because like as much as I enjoyed Slime season 1, the last few episodes of season 1 was a snooze fest for me. And I couldn't like and that's why I didn't really feel like I'm not gonna rush into season 2 just yet, so I'm keeping a wait. So wait.
I'm just gonna binge all of it in one shot, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Wait.
Slime. I'm pretty sure I watched sometime. I watched like a few and where did I stop last time?
'Cause I just felt like Slime in season 1, it was a pretty good concept. Like the storytelling was not that bad. The flow of events was pretty good, but then I kind of forgot what happened in the majority of it, mostly towards the end, like Joey said. Like it might have been a snooze fest, I can't remember. But
I think it's when like Remy went to the university or school to teach or something.
School. Yeah, he went to a school to teach these other world.
Yeah, it's like that. That part like was like kind of a snooze fest for me. It's like get back to the world building, please. Just get back to get back to playing Age of Empires Civilization.
Here's what I have to say at the end of season 1 and the start of season 2. Because what happened in Slime anime, end of season 1, was that they decided to skip stuff and end the season because they probably didn't know they were going to do a season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that.
Yep.
So what happened, it felt like what happened was that, yeah, let's just take that arc and quickly shove it into the end of season 1. And that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. And so here comes the start of season 2 where we're like, oh, now we have to fill up all the plot holes that are gonna show up if fill it up. So we're gonna take a lot of stuff that we cut before the end of season 1 and shove that into the start of season 2.
Okay.
So they did not expect it to be this popular, was it?
Probably. So for the first 5 or 6 episodes that have happened for season 2 is going to be what happened before Rimuru at the end of season 1 he go back to his place, right? Back to Tempest, left the university or that school. The start of season 2 is going to be the point of him going back and forth to I don't want to go into spoilers, but pretty much the events leading up to him leaving the school.
So context building.
As well as the world building that happens before he because while he goes back to the school, right, he also goes back to Tempest to handle stuff. So he goes back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Before he returns back for good, he leaves the school for good. There are a lot of events that happen that they skipped out, and now they're gonna fill that hole for the first part of season.
I see.
Yeah, before a major event, which I will not spoil, which I haven't spoiled.
Can you just ask? Can I ask you this question then?
Yes.
Are we playing Civilization again?
Civilization.
Yes.
Forge of Empire.
Yes.
Yes, man.
I'm gonna denounce you.
Yes, I would say yes. You are playing Civilization for the first part of.
Hell yeah. Okay, damn it. I'm keen to get back on it then.
Yes.
It's watchable.
And then something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be really good from episode 7 or 8, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So I think like there's not much else to say about Slime because it's like season 1 was good. Like the best thing about Slime I said was the world building aspect of it. Like how like I did make that Civilization joke is like, oh, how's he making forces? How's he teaming up with this and stuff like that, you know?
Yes,
But
But not
there's
gonna
a lot
lie,
of
that was my favorite part in season 1.
alliances making.
Yeah, alliances is like that was the good stuff. Yeah, so like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
like
yeah,
that's what
then-
that was what was missing at the end of season 1. Yeah.
Yes, which actually happens before the end of season 1.
Yeah.
That happens,
Okay.
which is the start of season 2 because they
Llama.
have to fill up the gaps.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall we get? Anyone else want to say anything about Slime season 2? I mean,
Not much really.
yeah,
I need to get back into this.
yeah. I'm the same as you. You need to get back into it eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they carry on, how many episodes is Slime season?
I think it's listed for another
I can check.
24 maybe. I feel like it could be 24 even.
Tensura season 2.
I don't know. It's no,
Is it listed?
no listed, no list.
No,
Not
it's-
listed.
Not listed.
I'm pretty sure it'll be around 24 at least.
I
It's
hope
gotta
it
be,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah, it has to be at least 24.
Yeah, if it
It's-
is 24, it is going to be really good. If
Okay.
you play it
'cause
right. If you do it right.
Like you said, like if they took like 6+ episodes just to plug in like missing
Yeah,
holes
they
in the
took-
story, and
Yeah,
like
they took about
and if it
plug
be
in.
13 episodes, it's gonna be a waste, right? So it better be 24.
Yeah.
Or else it's just gonna
I
be
would say
not worth it
the-
at all.
The things that they plug it with is kind of slow though, but it is your world building.
Yeah, but I hope that it might go like in a trajectory like Shinsekai Yori, where it took like how many episodes to set the context and whatnot before they get into like the world building. Like if it goes in that direction, then I will be watching for sure. But we'll find out in the
I-
future, I guess.
Isekai Yori is a bit different though, in terms of how it is.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about let's get off slime and then talk about the apparently the quote unquote godfather of Isekai. The grandfather of Isekai.
Wait, why is it the grandfather?
Mushoku Tensei.
Is it because the light novel came out way before a lot?
I don't know.
Oh.
Is it?
Why is it called the grandfather?
I don't know. Why is Mushoku Tensei called the grandfather of Isekai? It's like I think it's like because a lot of Isekai cliches and like Isekai like were inspired by it, or like
Is it?
like
Must be a very old.
it's
light
it's
novel.
When was it first serialized first?
Light novel? Light
2014.
novel is serious. Yeah,
2014.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
2014.
That 2014 doesn't feel old though for Isekai, because I feel like
Yeah, it's not that old though.
I feel like there were a lot more Isekais like Isekai was starting the trend around 2012 and 13.
Yeah, but what is ReZeros? ReZeros.
Really, ReZero is one. 'Cause, like if we were talking about like
ReZero is 2012.
Yeah.
2014. Well, light novel is 2014. The
Yeah.
novel itself is 2012.
yeah, I don't know, because like we can say like a lot of the Isekais like there's like so much Isekais before it. So I don't really understand why people say he's the grandfather of Isekai, unless they think he's like, because this Isekai came around like the early Isekai craze, like light novel craze, and I think because it's really good.
Oh, it is. It
Let
is
me just say like
it is.
it's really good. Like when you compare this like Isekai to a lot of other Isekais, I don't think anything competes with it. Honestly, like the only Isekai I could think.
That's a
Yeah,
very high
go on.
stake though.
No. Like I'm saying like quickly. Like
Yeah.
we compare it to there's a lot of Isekais out there, but a lot of those Isekais are kind of meh, like okay mid-ish tier.
Are
I'm not
you
even
talking? Are you talking about the story, or are you talking about as an anime?
the story, like in the whole world, I guess.
Or like the whole concept.
The whole
is
concept,
it?
yeah. The whole Isekai genre, like most Isekai genres nowadays have to come up with like some kind of gimmick to get you hooked. Like they have to come up with like a gimmick of some sort to like sort of get you hooked, but then like also like have a good story to go along with it, and that's how like most Isekais but most Isekai kind of all the same. By the time you get way to the midpoint, after you pass the Isekai part, it becomes very much the same in terms of story most of the time. Like
It might be better if you get a bit of context to like how Mushoku Tensei starts to give like
Yeah.
a better comparison. Though.
like
So-
at least
so it's
most
not made.
like most Isekai are like they either character gets either reincarnated or transported to another world, and they usually become just some kind of either OP character, or they're just characters that like kind of just dropped into the world, and then suddenly they get a task to be given to do everything, like like their task is like to do everything for everyone, like
Yeah,
save the
like
world.
the OP
Hero,
or-
like a hero.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hero or some sort. Like it's all like they all follow the same plot point, like in a way, with like different like. But Mushoku Tensei is like this guy is starting. He's reincarnated into. He's an ugly bastard. Let's be honest here. Like the original bastard.
It was originally an
The originally ugly
Yeah.
bastard. And he basically he died to a truck-kun, I believe, and got reincarnated
Oh, surprise.
reincarnated into another world, but as a baby, and he's starting off from scratch completely. And what I like about it is that he's not like tasked to do anything, you know, like he's not
now, at least I don't.
Just has a new
but
life.
yeah,
It's like just give a second chance.
yeah, he's just given a second chance at life, and I think that's what I like about this story is like it's a complete actually coming of age and redo of someone's life story, like what Isekai should be about most time, rather than a character just gets dropped into a world and he suddenly, or he's got everything figured out and stuff like that.
It's like real life, but isekai real life.
Isekai real life, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like redoing your life all over again,
Yeah.
but it's but in another world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's what I think I find like very interesting about it, because like Rudy is literally
Rudus. I think just Rudy should be fine.
Rudy would be fine, yeah. It's just like living a normal a kid's life that with just big ambitions. That's it. Even though he's got the mind of an adult, an adult.
40-plus-year-old
Sugita.
Yeah. And he's just using it to his advantage.
Yeah. But like the way he lives life, like he has to go through what a kid struggles through, you know? Like such as like some simple thing, like some little things such as like, oh, my body can't use this magic because it's too weak right now, you know? Like it's just like little stuff like that. It's because like, oh, I don't think Rudy's gonna be like a super OP kind of character or anything like that. I think he's just gonna be a really good like kind of like mage, I guess. Like what he's building up to be.
Have you read the manga? Or
No, I haven't.
Watched?
I watched. Like I'm just getting that feel that he's not going to be super strong because his like character or is like, I guess it's because now he's going through some hardships that like he's gonna like, because he's also like, because we're also like him, we're learning about the world as well as he goes. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited for this show. So tell me, everyone else, tell me why are you excited for this show? Let's start.
Anime. Yeah.
Wait,
Go
Ren,
on,
you
go
can
on.
go ahead, Ren. No, it's fine.
The anime is just top tier quality. It's like in terms of what an anime production does for isekai, this is one of the best. One of the best anime production for isekai that has, you know, it's got some SAO level isekai, SAO level production, new SAO level
New
production.
SAO. It's the
Like
better
not
SAO
your,
2.0.
not your, you know, the first season of SAO. It's like the Underworld's production quality, you know, the SAO movie ordinal skills production quality in an anime. And that's why I feel as an anime and the way it is written, the direction of the series from a production standpoint, as well as the animation, the soundtrack, the things that they do for this series is really top tier. It's really, really polished.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, they created a new studio just to anime Mushoku Tensei. So I'm not sure if it's just to honor like the animation the quality or just sticking to the story. But
from what I heard, that like the writer had like a lot of offers to like for this to become an anime, but he turned them all down because he wanted this to be like, if this was gonna be adapted, they have to do it right. So I think that's what they got, like they made this series specifically just to animate this series, adapt the series. And from what I'm hearing,
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah, I think that is a good choice. And what I'm hearing, this is not just an adaptation. This is a passion project entirely. Like this, like they're gonna adapt. They said that they're gonna adapt the whole thing, and like I can see by animation quality and like how every episode is like,
really
run like or like paced.
Yeah.
It's like movie quality. Like it's like you're watching a movie.
Yeah, the animation quality is actually really good.
No, like the whole pacing in general, it just feels like you're watching a movie in 24 minutes, and each episode is like, oh, if I can combine this, I'm literally watching a movie at the end of the day.
are you guys all manga readers, by the way? Just curious.
I
No.
read a bit of the manga.
No, anime
alright.
for this one.
Yeah, same anime.
I read the manga only the first chapter, and I thought honestly, I honestly thought like because like my friends like okay, let's speak real here. We have 3 friends that are really hyped about this show that are not on this podcast.
Right.
We in our group we call them the Holy Trinity because they're like the 3 main girls, or each one of them.
They hyped it up before
Yeah,
it was a thing.
they hyped up before like Mushoku Tensei was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They
like-
were just talking about Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, and here's the thing about that, like, why I kind of like was skeptical, but also I trusted them. One of them, I do not trust his taste in anime at all.
I would like to know which one after this.
Yeah,
he would know.
Spicy shit going
He
on.
would know.
Spicy.
He knows. He's like his taste in anime is like odd, but at least but one of them I do trust a lot. And then like when you like hear like 2 different friends with different anime tastes like liking the same thing, I'm like, interesting. So like when I read the manga, like the first chapter, I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty normal. Like it can like it starts off very cliche. I can see that. It's very cliche. It's like very normal stuff, but I think it's how the story is told in total. It's like as a whole, it's like what makes it kind of interesting because of how this pace then like goes.
Actually, speaking of story and interesting, another hot topic actually. Besides the main story, the other story which draws me in is actually the story of how. Wait, it might be a spoiler actually, but
Go ahead.
yeah, I'll probably.
Wait. Let's have how much episodes have you watched, Ian?
I've only watched 2 episodes actually. Really liking it. Actually just started it. At first I
I
thought.
shall not mention it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts, Ian? Because we haven't heard from you much, man. We haven't heard from you much. Ian,
Yes.
come on, say what do you have to say?
It's more like I was initially thinking of binge watching this, like just waiting till the end. But
Mhm.
because of people keep posting on the Facebook, it's not spoiler by the way. It's like they post like some short clips and all that from in Facebook, and friends are talking about and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to just like give it 1 episode to watch, but next thing I know, I'm like, oh shit, I'm already 2 episodes in. What happened?
Guitar's voice.
It's
Yeah,
Sugi
that's how
Town's
good it
voice,
is, I
man.
guess.
You're
That's not just
Such a good job.
it's not just the animation quality, but the opening song. Oh my god!
Oh,
I don't know
opening
about you
and
guys,
ending.
but I love it.
yeah.
Freaking love it.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, the production quality of this anime, like the production part of this anime,
Oh,
is so top tier. It's like animation,
It is.
OST, sound, even the voice acting. Oh, it's all great, man.
Yeah, the voice
Sugita,
acting is
man.
amazing.
That's the best.
Sugi
Yeah.
bro, man. Sugi bro.
Sugita, Sugi bro. Yeah.
I
Like, I hear
just
Sugi
love
bro. Wow,
hearing.
it's really good.
I just love, I love hearing his voice, man. It's like when you just hear his like perverted man voice. Eh?
Everyone, I'm like, watch.
Oh, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
The moment I know that he's voicing, I'm thinking like, oh yep, this is definitely on my watch list. I have to watch this
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but like also best girls. There's a lot of best girls in the show.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of best girls. There's 3 main girls, but you can like if you want to say best girls, you can like you can add on the mom and the maid in there if you want.
Mom is a top tier MILF.
The mom.
Roxy is top tier as well.
Like if I'm going by my initial impressions, Roxy's best girl so far.
So far, yes, I agree.
I choose the
agree.
mom for the MILF factor. Good shit.
This guy.
This guy.
Shit, like I will go for Roxy as well, but then the mom is just like perfect. Okay, you will know.
Yeah. I guess you're there. I guess what you're saying
So
there.
you just see that's like, oh shit, my eyes have been blessed. Like it's that kind of good, okay?
I'm waiting for that one red hair character. I don't know about like.
She's
probably
in
just, like,
episode 5.
episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
I'll
the
wait till then.
previous episode. Yeah.
The latest episode, yeah.
Watch it faster.
Yeah, catch up with Ian. It's really good.
Yes, definitely will.
I'll also roast you again.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
it's scheduled to be 11 episodes. So, yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
Why
The next
11?
episode comes out
No,
tomorrow, actually.
It's scheduled to be 11 episodes, but they're saying this whole series will be adapted. So it's gonna be a long running series. I think like they're gonna be more and more seasons of this, most likely.
Season
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
They just want to do it right. I think.
Yeah,
So they do it slowly.
they said they're gonna like pace it sort of like SAO, in terms of the season we're releasing. Like could be like 1 season per year, you know.
So is the anime adapted over the light novel or?
I'm most likely light novel. I'm
Light
guessing.
novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, based
Okay.
off light novel.
I'm guessing mostly like it's always gonna be light novel when it comes to a light novel adaptation, of course,
Yeah.
because the original.
No, makes sense. Okay.
Because
And-
the manga's light novel.
Yeah, from hearing friends that the manga is like only halfway compared to the light novel, which is like pretty much ending or ended. I don't know which.
Oh, it
Yeah.
ended already?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that's what I heard. The light novel's ended already, and the manga is like only halfway.
Fair.
So yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So, are we done? Are we out of our Mushoku Tensei hype here? I'm kidding.
I
Yeah.
guess we
I
have a
guess,
pretty
I guess.
Nah.
high
I mean-
opinion.
We're high. We're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go from like a really good Isekai to another really good Isekai. ReZero Season 2 Part 2.
Neza, da, 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 da. I'm sorry, I had to.
Long shot.
Man, okay, the opening song they just played was a banger.
And the latest opening as well was also pretty good.
Pretty
So-
spoiler, you know, like if you guys didn't watch the first couple episodes of season 2 though. Like because like what you just showed at the very beginning, I'm like,
Wait,
oh,
is it just me and Joey who's watching it now, or
I'm watching it.
Ren's also
Yeah.
watching?
I'm just a few episodes behind.
A few episodes behind. Well, Ian, are you
Yeah.
up to date, or you haven't started at all?
No, I've only finished I've only finished season 1. I'm just gonna binge watch season
How
I
do we
see.
explain this without spoiling then?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. Go.
this is how we explain.
Oh.
This is the season where Emilia tries to convince everyone that she is best girl. That's the best way.
This is the Emilia's.
This is the Emilia arc.
Yeah. So you know when Subaru just says like I love Emilia and you're wondering what's so good about her, this is the arc that like tries to convince you.
Yes, pretty much. But it's convincing me otherwise, because this season has just convinced me why Ram is best girl.
I
Do you want to be stepped on, good sir?
I'm a Ram stan. I'm a Ram stan.
You are alright.
Like, I wish I was Garfield, man. in some of the scenes.
Garble. Garble is garble.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's so much for me to say about ReZero Season 2 Part 2 because season 2 Part 1, freaking I hate saying that so much. It's like like the part and stuff. It's like might as well be part season 3. Season 2 Part 1 was like my second runner-up anime of the year and stuff like that. But it could have been my favorite anime of the year if I guess Part 2 was in it as well. That's the thing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It was kind of left halfway.
It's like something was just missing. That was it. Like just that little bit was missing. Because the way the Part 2 started, I'm loving it so much, man. Like the whole we're getting more backstory, we're getting like more events happening and starting to come together. Yeah.
The way I see it, right, is that the ReZero Season 2 Part 1 is more of just setting the foundation. So it's like you're introducing new storylines and then you're just building on it. And then Part 2 just answers all of the missing gaps that you've been wondering about and probably answering old questions that you had, like where do characters come from and such.
Yeah.
But generally, if I were to comment about Season 2 Part 2, it would just be the voice acting. Like Rieri is doing a good job, and wait, who's doing Subaru again?
You're just a rarely stan, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a Rieri stan. I wouldn't disagree with that. Like hard Rieri stan, but yeah, but if you listen in like the voice acting in general, even in like Season 2 Part 1, you can just hear like the amount of emotion that all of the voice actors put in, like in some scenes. Like if you just like there's a silence, there's no OST, it's just them talking.
Oh, that was episode 2,
Yeah.
man. That was like so good.
Yeah.
That was just the second episode as well. I remember.
I have to catch up.
This is just
have you not started at all, Darren or Ren?
No, I've watched 2 episodes.
You
Okay.
need to catch up.
So yeah, let's watch
The
2
latest
episodes.
episode is like, wow.
No, what I like about this is like they're not really rushing it at all. It doesn't. The series has never felt rushed, like in ReZero, and you can tell that. But they're skipping the anime openings and endings all the time, most of the time. They only put the opening up recently, like which is like the latest episode.
They're literally letting
still-
the exposition do its work.
Yeah, and still, it's 30 minutes. Each episode is like 30 minutes long, man. They've gone past the normal limits of anime to runtime.
Like
Kind of
the
fits
latest one was like
on
28, was it?
No, like ever since they went to like 30 minutes, every episode has been 30 minutes, or like they're like 29, you know, stuff like that, or 28.
Between 28 and 30, I would
Yeah,
say.
but like ever since like episode 3, I believe it's like been 30 minutes long. I think so.
I see.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, it's been quite. It's like wow, and like you're like, what? Half an hour went by so quickly after watching every episode. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm not watching half an hour at all. That's how good it
I
is.
think my main problem with ReZero is how confusing it is.
Like, in what aspect?
No, like the story, it's so confusing. I sometimes don't understand what's like the underlying tones of, you know, the decisions people make and the reasons behind and what is actually happening. Sometimes I don't understand at all. I'm just like, oh yeah, this happens, but I don't know why, or I don't know like what, like in terms of the whole context, you know, why is this happening? Because of like ReZero plays a lot with like time looping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Time looping always can be
it's
confusing
like,
to anyone.
sometimes, like, I'm so confused, yeah, on like this happens and I don't know why. And just like, okay, I'm just like accept it, but I just sometimes don't like. Someone asks me, like why this happened or why, you know, what is the reason of something happening?
But even you
I won't be able to tell you. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to tell you because I do
Yeah.
not understand what's going on either.
I feel like it's
or
the
why
kind of show
this
that gives you the answers later on, like I
Yeah.
said earlier on. though. So-
It's like it's giving you answers bit by bit. Like I said, like because like each arc, I guess, is like, or like each like time loop, you get a bit more answers.
But
like-
you've got to piece it together.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
it's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you watch Steingate, right? These like I remember people
I do.
even people saying like, because I haven't watched it, but people saying like it's confusing as hell. But you gotta just piece it together like eventually by the end of it.
No, it makes sense. Also, and so like, it's like feeding you like bit by bit information, bit by bit, by bit. It's not like just spoon feeding you
Yeah.
all like one go and then you're
Yeah.
full. No, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
earning it slowly.
But the thing is, because of especially this season, the previous season of ReZero, it was like less loops happen, so it's easier
Yeah.
to follow like the events of what's happening.
I tell you why also, because season 1 loops were like very, I say, formulaic, whereas season 2, like when they do loop it loops differently. Like that's
Yes.
why it doesn't like things don't happen in almost the exact same order. That's why in like
Yeah,
it's because
yeah.
like Sumo is like using every
Bounce
loop.
everywhere.
Yeah, he's using every loop to change it completely. Like he
It's like there's motivation behind
Yeah.
it. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
But the thing is, like, let's say you do X in this loop, right?
Yeah.
You do X again in a different loop. The result of X is different, and that's why it's very confusing.
No, he doesn't even do X. He just does Y. He just goes straight to Y.
Yeah,
No. There are some times you do X and then yet Y, like X. X happens result in Y in loop 1, and then X results in Z in loop 2, and I'm so confused. Something
It
like
just
that.
shows that
It's not
there's a lot of.
exact-
I think just like there's just a lot of possibility out there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
amount of results and all that. It's not like Steins Gate where like dimensions and a parallel universe and whatnot. In ReZero, it's like it's a bit different, I believe, in that sense.
And then there are things that just break the loops, and
Yeah.
Yeah, like why?
That's what.
yeah, it's so confusing because
Yeah.
there's like
It's confusing, but I'm sort of following it enough that I understand what's going on. Like,
you need to explain
Yeah.
to me at the end of the season.
yeah, like
I
it's
feel
like
like the confusion is coming from the uncertainty factor, like the
yeah,
unknown.
yeah, because there's so
They haven't
there
explained.
is a lot of like things happening. Is like how each time loop is like very different from the previous one.
Yeah.
Because I figure I can like that's what I kind of like about this season. That like it's like it keeps me guessing, but like there's some similarities I can just pick up just slightly.
Yep.
That's what I like about this season compared to season 1, where it was like you can predict what is going on, like each loop, I guess. Like it's like, oh, it's like he goes back to path 1, and he chooses either option A or option B. He chooses option A, he dies. He chooses option B, he lives. But he also chooses option like but yeah, it's mostly by the time like most of the time it was like a 50-50 or like some like chance or something like that. Like, it was like in season 1, it was like if you choose one path he dies, he chose one path he'll live.
Second part of season 1 was more, or he actually.
Yeah, he chose X, he died. Wait, hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cut off.
You cut off yourself.
Oh yeah. At the end of season 1, the second part, it was like he choose X, he dies. Why he dies.
Yeah.
So it's like everything he chooses, he also dies.
Yeah.
That and the end was a lot better, I guess.
Yeah.
Because of like a lot of things was just like bad choices.
Like
It's like finding the right choice.
no, it's like Alex also meant like I'm also meant to say like in season 1 like he chose the same option like I say again, but then like because he chose like but then he chose the same option. He knows like, okay, this is the good option, I should take it. Then like when he goes beyond that, he tries to choose another option between like the beyond the first option, you know. And then like when it depends on that, he will either die or he will like reset, or he'll either die or he'll progress. Whereas this one, he's like, because it doesn't matter if he chooses the same one, he could get a different kind of result. That's what I'm sensing from season 2. That's why it's confusing, because it's because there's a lot more even though he could be choosing the same option, it's like different. I guess like it is all the results are different, which I found that interesting, and because like it becomes less formulaic. And I'll explain to you to this like after I guess the podcast where I can probably predict where this whole thing is going.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, I just want to know how the checkpoint works in this show. It's like, okay, so I want to know how this checkpoint thing works in this game.
game, I guess.
Oh.
Apparently
it's an autosave.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about there's an auto save option and like there was no like manual save option.
Can you imagine
no
like you
manual
save at the
save.
worst part? It's like just right before you get shot, you save there. You're like, wait, what?
Yes.
Get shot.
It's like the jank. It's like the autosave made in China.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, be careful what you say. Don't get me demonetized, Tien.
Nah, you won't. Don't worry.
Such a weird checkpoint system. I find it really amusing too. It's like when
but
you succeed, then like okay, it saves. When not, then like you just keep doing it until you succeed.
No, because at least season 2, like in as a total, it has explained like the whole idea of why he's like, you know, like resetting and like that, and like there's like there is like some small hints to the overall story in season 2. Like I don't think season 2 is conclude the story at all. I think it's just it's the start of the main story, I'll say.
Really?
I feel like it's the start of the major story, like the main story arc, that the whole goal of why Subaru is in this world, you know?
Yeah. The undertones of the show.
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah.
The undertones of the plot is actually coming out in this season.
Yep.
I have high hopes. I have high expectations for this series. Like season 1 gave me really good impressions. So I'm like, I really wanna like hope this is like as good as it is.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, anything else to say about season 2 or part 2 or ReZero?
That's cool with me.
Yeah, very good. Okay, last thing we got is, okay, everyone's best girl right now, lay out on me.
Everyone best go. Oh.
I forgot her name.
Oh, okay. I know my name's Ram.
Ram.
My best is
Pink hair maid. Wait, did he say?
Yeah, who is she? I can't remember.
Who is she? Oh, you guys know who she is.
Is it the Bachan or something?
Oh, it's
no, I just cannot remember.
oh, it's the girl that looks like Ram, right? She looks like Ram, but she's still blue hair. Oh, that girl, yeah.
Yeah,
that girl,
I can't remember her name
Oh,
rather.
that one. What's her name again? Oh,
Ah,
I
shit.
don't remember.
Yeah, we'll remember her soon enough.
See, guys.
Put Emilia for now. I'm just gonna put Emilia.
I see. See, guys, this is why I say that Ram is best girl. At least I can remember her name.
Yeah, she doesn't have a sister or anything though. It'll be
I don't think so. I don't think she's got a sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. Okay, next anime is bottom tier character Tomozaki.
Oh, that one.
Bottom tier.
That just vibes with me a lot though.
I do not know what this anime is about. Please someone enlighten me.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched about like 3 episodes, I believe. Yeah.
Person,
So
right?
enough to get contact
That
with.
looks nice.
You wanna explain what it is?
Yeah, I'll try. So, imagine there's this guy in high school who is really good at knockoff Smash, or what do they call it in there again?
They call it a tech fam.
Tech Farm. Basically, it's a rip-off version of Smash. So there's a guy who's really good at it, but then he lacks social skills. He's like that one introverted guy who's quiet and just always sticks to himself.
Best player in the world.
Yeah, and he's also the best player in Japan. And then he faces off against the second best player, who also turns out to be his classmate. And then they wanted to meet up in real life, and after the classmate finds out that he is actually super socially inept, she tries to change his life around and make him more less socially awkward, basically, like giving him social skills and teaching how to social interact and be a better person in general, instead of just a washed up need.
Basically, it is the main character is someone who treats Tech Fam or Smash as a god tier game, and and he considers life as a shitty game. It's it's a trash game, but and he's basically he's like saying that life is a shit game because you are playing he's saying he's a shit character. So life is a bad game.
That's why.
Yeah, basically it's like saying when you play Smash, right? I hate the game because the character I'm playing is shit. When you actually never actually try
any other character
to learn the game.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Just say the character's shit. Making excuses for a bad game. And so the whole thing is about him changing his perspective through another play because of the other player, and learning that learning to play life as a proper game. Taking life seriously, basically. And
he's just
learning
gamifying
how gamifying life so that you can progress through life and treating life as a proper game.
I guess you could count it as a
that sounds interesting.
It's I think it's a really good or it's actually a pretty interesting romance drama comedy series. And I think it has pretty interesting plot lines, as well as actually also it has really good voice acting in terms of actually it has very good voice acting because there is bad voice acting. I don't know how to say it. Basically,
what do you mean?
There was one scene in the series that I found the voice acting really bad, but the rest of the parts of the series had normal, the way people talk pretty much like any other anime. But that particular scene made it sound really bad, and I feel that it was done on purpose because of how the characters were trying to interact with each other in a very forceful way by playing in Japanese anime. There's a lot of like these whole things called cookies. They like to say cookie a lot, which is like reading the atmosphere in terms of like relationship dramas. There's a lot of like reading the atmosphere and getting the sense of what is going on and trying to play the atmosphere, and that happens a lot in this anime. It's all about like people trying to like interact with others through
gaming logics,
putting on a face. Putting on a face, like trying to how do I explain? It's like you're trying to be nice to the group, but even though it's not your true intention, and there's certain people that kind of don't like to play the atmosphere and just go along with the atmosphere of the group.
I see.
People of like people like rather than stick to how I feel about things, I'm gonna like agree with everyone and play nice.
Basically become a shitty podcast.
Like you rather be part of the crowd than stand out.
Yeah, exactly. Like playing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing, which I find in Japanese social like slice of life kind of animes, is like a lot of people like to have this atmosphere thing where they talk about like going along with the atmosphere of the group.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why the voice acting was superb, because it was bad, was because people are forcing themselves to act a certain way.
I see.
And you can tell that they're acting the character is acting because the character is acting, not
Yep.
the voice actor is acting. The character is acting.
I
So you
see.
could tell it's acting really badly because, which means
Intentional,
it's a
he's
good, yeah, it's intentional bad acting. You know? And
So is
that's
it
why I
good or
feel-
bad in that
Yeah, exactly.
Why
That's
not
why
both?
at first I was
You just
like,
become
"Hey,
both."
This sounds really, really bad to hear. I was like, when I was listening to it, I found it pretty bad. And the more I thought about it in the later parts of the anime, it felt normal. And I realized that that was actually like purposely bad acting. So because the character was acting to play with what the crowd, the other characters were going along with, you know.
So it's kind of like voice acting that matures along with the character's personality.
This is a pretty good series overall.
Yeah. It's also
definitely
pretty
one.
relatable.
I don't know if it's like top tier, but I think it's a good series.
Okay. You said like you compare this with like if you could compare romance anime this season with Horimiya, how is it compared to Horimiya as a romance?
Oh,
I guess.
good question.
Okay. Horimiya is lighter and it has more feel good. It's a more feel good series. Tomozaki-kun is more drama focused character. I think in terms of writing, this is better in terms of writing.
Okay.
Okay.
And I feel that while I do like Horimiya, and Horimiya was like for the last 10 years my favorite romance manga for a long time.
That long?
Because the manga has been for a long time. Because I enjoyed the feel goodness of the manga. And don't get me wrong, I do like horror. But in terms of a good story and what in a good written piece or a good series, I think Tomozaki-kun has better animation and story and like writing compared to Horimiya.
I see.
Horimiya just feels good. It's like it's not bad, but it's not.
It's
In
comfy.
terms of writing, it's not fantastic. It's comfy. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good. Like I won't. There's nothing bad about it.
Yeah.
Tomozaki-kun, I feel that you can nitpick and find the bad things about it, but
Oof.
at the same time, it is written more complex and there's more interesting points about the show or about the story because there's more things, more drama. There's more things compared to Horimiya. And I would actually compare this to, in a sense, it's similar to what's that series? The Bench Kun.
Oh, Oresuki.
Oresuki.
In a way, yeah.
Oresuki.
Oresuki. In terms of the type.
Yeah, like how you start with characters, right? Because like how everyone's hiding behind a face.
Yeah, hiding behind the face and
Yeah.
trying, or not really hiding behind the face in this one, but this one is like they are trying to like play the atmosphere.
Yeah.
In this one, rather, yeah.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean now.
There's a bit more. Yeah, there's a bit more like character drama that's similar towards Oresuki, but not as twisted.
Or comedic
Oresuki
twisted.
was a bit twisted.
No, Oresuki was like
comedic
twisted,
twisted.
comedic twisted, I guess.
Comedic twist, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, there's no real like twist, comedic twist.
Yeah.
But but there is character drama.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like the comedic twist in that sense is more of like the social awkwardness that you
Yes,
see
the
from
social
Tomozaki-kun.
Yes,
Yeah.
and other characters, not just him,
Mhm.
but there are a lot of social awkwardness that comes out in the series.
I see.
Yeah, but I feel like even in real life, you would see some people who are just like a Tomozaki-kun, like they regard games as like this
Yeah,
godly thing which
People
they are
that can't
perfect
interact
at.
with others,
There's no
yeah.
flaws. There are flaws here and there, but you can just swap out characters like what Tomozaki-kun said as well, right? But then after that, like, wait, what was I saying again?
So a character, just
Yeah.
like Tomozaki-kun.
Yeah, but just like it's relatable. Like going back to the previous point about like Horimiya being realistic, I feel like this one is more realistic in a slightly like pessimistic regard.
Okay.
But but we just need like what's that girl's name again? We need someone like that to just bring us back from like the glumps and all.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for butchering that.
I see. Okay. I think Tomozaki-kun, we guys any last things to say?
I'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'll just wrap it up and say that you were saying about Horimiya and this. I feel like a lot of people will like Horimiya more.
Yeah.
But if you like Tomozaki-kun, I feel that you will probably rate it higher than you would Horimiya.
Okay.
The art style looks nice. I might give it a watch.
Yeah, I just feel like more people will like Horimiya because Horimiya was so popular in terms of, and because of how feel good it is, it's very easy to get into. Tomozaki-kun I feel it's harder to get into, but
because there's more drama,
like
right?
It's more drama, but I feel it's a better written piece than Horimiya.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I get what you mean by that part. So yeah, okay. Let's get to the next one very quickly. We're gonna skim through this one very quickly. Okay, Cells at Work Season 2. Only Tien's watching it, and I'm watching
Biology 101.
Oh,
I just only watched one episode of each, and to just put it bluntly, Cells at Work Season 2 without the black is just a continuation of Season 1, where it's like you just go with your daily stuff, teaching biology in a very special way through anime and like character interactions.
It's just more. It's just more the same.
Black just flips that one.
Okay,
like,
the more interesting series. I honestly think Black is a lot more interesting than the original Cells at Work. Because
because like they go to the darker tones, like they like the forbidden stuff, like about like sex ed or like effects of drugs, and I feel like it also sends a better message than what Cells at Work would do in terms of like the harmful what smoking does to your lungs.
Because it's because Cells at One basically one setting was like, oh, this is mostly at the time a healthy body, just going through normal it's like the normal problems here, you know, like you'll get once in a while. Cells at Work
Black is just straight up.
Black is just like, okay, we're going through drugs, we're doing this. It's like unhealthy body. It's like, oh, I'm like I feel so sorry for my body, man. Like after watching that.
If I were to put it like that, it's like I will put it in the way of the first episode of Zombieland Saga. That is like the opening is normal Cells at Work, and the ending is just like Cells at Work Black.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I would put it. It's like the most metal shit ever, but it sends out a message.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't wait.
Like I do find Black a lot more interesting than the original. So yeah, because it's literally because it's teaching about the dark side of the body. Okay.
Yeah. So like if you find like normal Cells at Work boring, just watch Cells at Work Black.
Yeah.
It goes deep, way darker into stuff, and I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that erection meme on the Facebook and whatnot.
Oh my god!
It's like, we still need to send blood there. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So we are speaking up the pace here. So let's go. We can talk about this quickly. Eurocamp.
Chill out camp.
Eurocamp Season 2. Oh, honestly, there's not much to say about it. If you like Season 1, you're probably gonna like Season 2. It's just more the same comfy chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also another thing is like some scenes, like I'm pretty sure everyone knows that like they also talk with like the prefecture governments and all the other people to try to get it as realistic as possible, right? They're still keeping the same tone. There's like Joey said, they're keeping the same tones. They're keeping it comfy. They're keeping it cozy. You get the throwbacks. You get the talking pine cones.
Yeah.
You cannot hate it. And then you get your Rin-chan! It's such a lovely show, man. How can you hate it? You're depressed? Watch Horimiya. You want comfy? No, I mean other way around. You're depressed and you want something comfy? Watch Eurocamp or Horimiya. That's it.
Yeah, it's like one of those shows. You can't say anything really bad about it. It's just like it's not like a drama. It's not a drama series. It's just a light-hearted comedy, it's like comfy series.
The only bad thing I would say is that it makes you hungry sometimes.
Oh yeah, the cup noodles, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god.
It makes you hungry.
So
Eurocamp is kind of show that like if you have a bad day, you come home, you watch it, you sort of feel better.
Yeah.
At least to me it does.
Yes.
The animation is so good. The amount of detail they put.
I'll say for a Moe Blob anime, it's pretty like the production's pretty good.
Very well animated, very realistic. Even like the places, like even the supermarket, I saw it as a wait. I've actually been there before, and it looks exactly the same. Like attention to detail is like in that anime, it's because like they really want to make the outdoors look good and comfy, even though that you know that if you go outdoors, it probably won't be the same feeling. Yeah,
but they do make it look
it's technically an advertisement for Fuji area as well.
Yeah,
because most of the scenes are animated realistically. Even the people, like for example, the guy working at the Lake Motosu camping grounds shop, he looks exactly like that in real life, and
Oh,
I saw him. He
oh.
like when it was raining, I was standing outside, and he was just standing at the counter there. Looks exactly the same with the apron and whatnot.
Wow.
Exactly the same.
Wow.
So that's a fun fact for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty realistic.
Oh, fun time. Well, that's
So it also was as a tourism kind of block.
yeah. Just recap season 2. Good. More the same. Really good. Okay, let's go to our other season 2 here. Quintessential Quintuplets season 2. Anyone else watching this?
Best girl still Miku. I don't give a crap.
I agree. Best girl is Miku, but let's be honest. This is where all the Nino stands have come out now, because this is basically the Nino arcs.
The Nino arc.
The Nino Ichika arcs.
I saw one specific guy in a friend group.
Yeah, but it's basically what the Nino arc. It's just more Quints. If you like Quints season 1, you probably gonna like season 2 better, because even though like not in terms of the characters, but in terms of like of animation quality, it's a big jump, I'll say, from season 1.
Like up or down?
Up. It's a jump up.
Okay.
I like season 2's art style is a lot closer to the manga than season 1 did. I'll say that. Like there's like those little scenes that they show. It's like they show you from like that, like I'm from like you can like put from anime to manga perfectly, like it would look the same. Whereas like season 1, it wouldn't. There was some parts I had problems with, but yeah.
Okay. From a guy who just watched 3 episodes of season 1, I'm a Ichika stan. I don't know. I don't care. Even if I got spoiled, I'll still go for Ichika.
Oh, I don't care who wins at the end, man. I just said no. Miku's best girl. Yeah. Who are you standing? Ren, Ian? Well, we're not Ian.
I'm standing Miku.
Yeah, Miku.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, Tien, get out of here.
No,
Get out of here.
no, sort of. No. I refuse to be the odd one out.
Oh.
I mean, I want to be the odd one out.
Nah, you can be the other one now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I will be the odd one out because I'm still number 1. Ha!
we're all Miku stands here, so yeah. Okay. There's not much. You guys, have you guys started season 2 of Quintessential Quintuplets? Or nah?
I don't.
No, I don't feel like watching actually.
Yeah.
So I read the manga.
Nah. I like watching it because I like seeing stuff animated.
Too much on my plate.
Simple the same.
Too much on my plate.
Okay.
Probably should, but I'll get to it eventually.
I'll say the animation looks a lot better since season 1.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, next one on our list, Kemono Jihen. I think I watched it as well, so
This looks
I've
nice.
never heard of
it
this.
like if you look at the art, it looks like your typical shonen, doesn't it?
Shonen.
It looks like a shonen.
Young shonen.
Young shonen,
yeah.
It's I'll say it's pretty basic shonen. Like I don't think it's like the most special thing, like something special, like anything like really. Concept is like kind of boys like kind of a monster, half a hybrid monster, something like that. And like he goes to he basically goes to an agency, a detective agency, to help solve like monster related crimes, kimono crimes, they call it in this world basically.
So it's just like a Kemono Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yes,
without the
yeah,
poetry.
yeah, it's actually yeah, like Bungo Stray Dogs without the poetry part.
Okay, I get it.
It's pretty much that. It's like it just plays out and plays out like a typical like kind of shonen, but like it's pretty episodic now. It's like nothing's really happening or like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the name is kind of like monster, like emergency or
Yeah.
accident kind of thing.
Yeah.
Monster incidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it, Ren?
Interesting.
I think it's just a good young shonen series.
Yeah, it feels like really young shonen
Hey.
too.
It's a good watch. It's like I won't say it's like super fantastic or anything, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a good watch.
Yeah, it's just like it looks like a solid shonen coming up. That's it. It's like I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah.
It's like what do you expect from shonens?
Like if you want something to watch and you give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add it to my list.
Yeah.
Just to try it.
I wouldn't say it's got like super fantastic things to look forward to, but it's just I got better to or like I want to watch some shonen. Yeah. go
Yeah. If you're feeling shonen, yeah, you can have this. But if you feel like you've seen a lot, but if you feel like I've seen enough shonen, you're not missing out much, honestly. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
we can get on with the next one. What did I put down? Oh, I know no one was watching this show. Skate the Infinity. Even though
I think only you are.
even though
Skate never heard.
I made a video about this and how did not one of my friends watched it. I'm kidding. Okay.
I watched your video.
Okay. This actually.
I watched the video. I didn't watch the series.
Okay. Like I said, there's not. If you, I watched the video, you can watch my video. So you don't have to watch this part. So honestly, I'm not gonna talk about this much because it's just it's a
In
skateboarding.
your video.
It's a skateboarding
Just put the
anime.
link. Yeah, just put the
Yeah, it's a skateboarding anime. It's a pretty over the top skateboarding anime, not gonna lie. Like it's like not it's like realistic to the point where like okay, some of the tricks they do and some of the concept they say it's realistic to that point. But like the whole atmosphere and skating like underground skating like they were doing like some they were doing some initial D stuff, you know? Like
Initial
like the first episode was like you saw like are they drifting? They're like skating down a mountain, like drifting and stuff like that. Like I'm thinking, is this the initial D, but skateboards? Yeah, literally, it's just what it is. It's just a really fun, like kind of like over the top skateboard anime because all the characters are like over the top and like the way that kind of definitely the design and atmosphere is really colorful and stuff like that. Like that's all I can
So
say.
about skateboards.
Yeah, it's like literally just like it could like the best like initial D is at least has a dark it's like in terms of character design they're a lot darker, you know, like more realistic and grounded. Skate's character designs are super over the top. Like the main villain like wears a freaking suit. It looks like a matador. Looks like like do you know what a matador is? Like a bullfighter. A bullfighter. It looks like a bullfighter. I'm like he's skateboarding and it's like he's skateboarding while dancing with like the other skaters and stuff like that, you know? So like that's what I mean, like, so, like it gets over the top. That's what the kind of series is. Huh?
He dances with the red cloth. Like, yeah.
Nah. Basically he when when they go on a skate together, like when he's like skating 1-on-1 with someone versing someone down the slide, he would literally grab the other skater and like dance with them.
What the heck?
Yeah, so that's why I mean it's like it's so over the top, like that's like in terms of character design, but also I think like the whole atmosphere of it, and I think the show kind of just knows it.
Interesting, actually.
I'll say it's very fun. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very fun. It's a very fun show. I'd say I would recommend people to watch it. Like don't sleep on it. And it's
Just like the wild card that you recommend.
yeah, it's the wild card I recommend. Also, it's getting decent score now, so it's just people are recognizing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like
Also,
7, 8?
yeah. It's 7.9,
definitely-
almost 8. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely don't think it's bad from what I've seen from your video as well as the look of it. It looks good. I just not really looking for sports. Right?
Boys are hot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
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 Is it? It's like kind of sport, but not really sport. I say. I don't know. I guess there's some sports involved, but not really.
Sport competitive.
I guess it's sport competitive. Okay, this next one. Okay. Next one. Dr. Stone, season 2.
Dr. Stone.
Stone Wars.
Oh my god.
Physics. Instead of 24 episodes, we are getting I think 11 episodes this season. Yeah.
Oh my god, 11. Why
Well,
11?
they said it literally says Stone Wars, Ian. They're covering the one arc.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
It'll do 24. That would be a lot to cover if they were doing 24 episodes. I'll say.
Oh yeah, they had. Wait. Did they? Oh, they had 24 last.
Yeah, the last season. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
They're just covering one up.
they're covering. Yeah, they're basically covering the ending of what happened with season 1 because season 1
Yes.
kind of like
yes.
ended abruptly,
Mhm.
and like yeah, season 2 is just like finishing up like where season 1's ending. Ian, so how much episode have you watched? Because you watched this.
For this one, actually, I only watched 2 episodes of Dr. Stone's Wars.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, no.
Yeah.
3 episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, but let's start with the opening song. It's good.
He's good. Yeah.
The new one.
It didn't really get me at first because initially I thought like, it's not as good as the first one. It didn't give off that much of an impression.
Because it's no Ohio.
Yeah, that one.
Ohio, Chicago.
But then it grew on me later on, like, so I'm just like really liking it.
Yeah.
You're talking about a spring onion fighting against Tarzan.
I see what you mean. No,
Good arc.
yeah, it's more Dr. Stone. Like, I'm gonna like be honest here. Like, coming from like as a manga reader as well now. like who's kept up with the manga. Like this is like you should watch Doctor Stone at least season 1 and season 2, because before, I think slightly after season 2, I'll say, like up the next arc and on, a lot of sciencey stuff becomes complete. It's like it's still science, but a lot of bullcrap. I mean, you can really tell, like right now in season 2, it's getting kind of like okay, it's like, yeah, you're just fantasy now. you apply science, but there's a lot, but your science is like super sped up to the point it's just becoming fantasy. And like later on,
can't really explain everything in detail.
yeah, like they don't explain it much in detail anymore, I'll say. That's because like I think it's because just how the series is just like told in general. I think because like they really want to like they speed up the overall story, so that there's less science. But this is just coming from the manga standpoint, and like I'm pretty sure the anime is just adapting what the manga is, and which it is. It's just more the same. So it's just more Doctor Stone. I wouldn't say it's more the same. It's more Doctor Stone. If you like Doctor Stone season 1, you're gonna probably like season 2.
There's more Doctor Physics, and then of course there's more stones.
Okay. Yeah. I think Doctor Stone's world thing is like the reason why I keep following it is because it is a very interesting world and concept that they built up around.
It is.
Yeah.
I love the plot, how
yeah.
it, like stone people came. That's how people became stone and everything
Yeah.
happened there.
Yeah, like
It gives them a good reason to show off physics and what to do when you're back in Stone Age. This and that.
Yeah, it's like one of the most this is like one of the most interesting like concept, or like kind of, it could be even considered isekai, but it's not. But like if you think about it, it could be an isekai for all I know. But like the way, because the world of the world is like they're building up the world from the ground up, but like using modern day terms and logic, knowledge, yeah. Which I like, I guess. That's what kind of keeps this series going for me. Of like, because the world itself is just interesting. Like the concept is interesting.
This is legit one of the shows that I want to watch, but I'm just so lazy to like get into it.
Cause you want to learn science anymore?
But then, like even like hearing you guys, it's like, oh, it sounds interesting. Like they're gonna reinvent the wheel and whatnot. And then it's like, oh, how much time do I have? 0. Pain.
Yeah.
You guys just make me want to watch more. Make me want to watch it more though.
Yeah.
It's not just wheels. They're trying to reinvent society. Like they're keeping thousands and thousands of years ahead.
Yeah.
And, like,
They're speed running society. That's what we say it. They're speed running society.
Society RTA, no hacks.
Yeah.
Advancements 100.
No hacks. Yes, exactly. That's what Seikatsu is doing. Like civilization society. Yeah, speedrun civilization. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, it has a very shonen tone.
Yeah, it's because it's a shonen jump series.
Yeah, I mean,
These guys are walking encyclopedia. I don't even know how much information you can keep in that head of his.
Yeah, man, he's super smart, man. He's not even a walking encyclopedia, man. Encyclopedia has errors in here. He's just beyond that.
he's just a big brain boy.
Yeah.
From stones to gunpowder to straight up a tank and then electricity and then a phone. This guy's speedrunning society right off the bat.
Straight also to figure out someone's like 3 sciences for a picture.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, like I love that. Like what? Yeah. So yeah, that's
good.
It's
I need more. I feel like the anime. I feel like people should make more anime like this. Like, just generally, like knowledge-wise.
or like more science related kind of thing. Like
It's not just science. Like you know how Skate into the Infinity? It's about skateboard.
yeah.
And Shokugeki and Yakitai Japan, it's about bread and food.
Ah,
So like
that's what you mean. Okay.
they need more. Yeah, they need more anime that talks about like how to do like real life things like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Okay.
the detail and stuff like that.
I see.
I kind of like shows like that. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that subtle hint of education, right?
Yes. That's right. Education. Yeah.
Yeah, like I like that kind of shows as well. They do teach you some things here and there. Okay, let's move on to our next anime. I think only me and Darren are watching this. So, Beastars Season 2.
I actually
Utopia.
haven't started.
You haven't
yet,
started?
but
Oh, wow.
The only thing I know
am
is
watching
like Kemono by Yoasobi, and that's it.
Yeah, that song is a banger, man.
Yeah, actual banger.
I'm waiting for it to
End?
finish before
Okay.
I start binging it.
Okay.
Because that's what I did for Beastars.
In Season 1. Okay. I'll tell you that the animation still holds up. It's still the same.
Yep.
Story-wise, it's gotten a lot more interesting. Because
I read the manga a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah, because right now it's like he's the whole murder mystery in season 1 that was completely like not there. It's now back in season 2, and he's like, the main character Legoshi is actually trying to solve the murder right now.
So, yeah.
So, and also how like you see the character progressions and like the development is like, top tier. Seeing Legoshi's development, seeing freaking what's his name again, Lewis's development, like he's changed and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I'm loving it, man. Like every time I watch it,
I did read it.
I get excited every week for it now. Like I just like every I'm like, I want to see my good boy. Where's my good boy? Ah, there's my good boy, Legoshi. Yeah.
I think it's because it's Netflix again, right? So
Yeah.
I have trouble.
You have trouble finding it. Yeah. I'm not gonna say how I'm not having trouble finding it because I'm just going through other phases. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
To find it because I'm that determined to watch it. Okay. The next one. Okay, I'm not sure we can make this one quick because I'm gonna discuss about this one. Promised Neverland Season 2, but this is our last sequel anime I'll talk about.
Am I the only one who finds the pacing a bit like just
Okay, wait, let's ask
No,
Tien's,
no.
let's ask Tien's point of view first because he's the anime watcher, right? Yeah. Okay, Tien.
Wait, like,
what's your-
am I the only one which like finds that like they're just speed running through like certain story arcs in each episode? So it's like they're just like good. Okay, besides like what actually happened in the beginning, just like they're just speed running through stuff. But disregarding that, I'm just really curious to where they're gonna end this because okay, like I haven't read the manga and whatnot, but from what I heard from all my other friends, they said that like the other stuff towards the end is pretty promising. So, like, no, like okay, pun unintended, but like
Promising.
okay,
Good
but
one.
like, I'm just curious on where this is gonna end. Like, whether they're gonna end it on like a cliffhanger or whether they're gonna end it with resolve. Because this follows the everyone here has watched at least season 1, right?
Yes.
Yes. It was
Yeah, so like this continues straight after they escape the farm, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes. We will
I'm just
manga
not
read
sure,
as well.
yeah, so I'm just not sure how they're going to resolve it if they are speed running through this. Because
Okay.
from an anime only perspective, I feel like this is slightly rushed.
Okay, I think Ren can talk first. Yeah.
Okay, let me just say, even for manga readers, we have no clue what the anime is doing because
Oh.
the anime has decided to do anime original.
Wait,
So-
legit?
It's completely anime original right now, I think.
Yeah. And from this
Jesus
point, it's
Christ.
kind of pretty much, maybe they borrow some of the stuff that happens in the manga and puts it in it. But from here on, it's pretty much anime. Anything the anime decides to do, pretty much, kind of deciding what to do on their own. Yeah.
Screw this. Just tell me like which chapter do I start from after that?
Just start from
Yeah,
chapter 50 if you want.
50.
Yeah, 50.
Chapter 50.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Another the main thing is because they have skipped 2 arcs from the manga, and then have skipped 2 arcs and then changed the entire arc.
They get narrative injury, yeah, apparently.
Yeah, the narrative. So
Yep.
pretty much it is now anime territory. We don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump ship
like-
to the manga then.
Yeah, like we were given like warnings beforehand, like the news beforehand that there was gonna be some original stuff, and I'm not sure if people were expecting full anime original. And story is still, I say, interesting. I'll just say that it's still interesting, but it's not bad. I don't think it's like really bad. I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, if anime only watchers are saying that it's really fast,
It's fast-paced.
Yeah, it's rush paced.
Wait,
Then-
in general, or it's not just me?
No, you are saying it's rush paced, right?
Yeah.
But for mangas, we just feel they just skip the entire 2 arcs. So well, for
That's
me,
like
that's not a
super
problem.
fast.
Yeah.
And if you as an anime watcher felt like it's rushed, even though you don't know that it's been skipped, then I feel like something is wrong. If you as an anime watcher feel like, oh, it's fine, even though they skipped 2 entire arcs, then I guess the anime is doing the original content right. It doesn't feel rushed. But it feels rushed when it's not when it's like it's not trying to catch up to anything. It's just going at when it has an original to write on its own, and there's something wrong.
But again, like I have to like wait until the end to see whether it's
Yeah.
truly
It's the wait and see kind of thing because like because we don't know exactly where it's gonna end. Like I'm predicting that it's not gonna end in season 2. I'm predicting that
No,
it's not.
definitely not.
So there's gonna be like a part 2.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a part 2 or season 3 or heck no, we just go to season 4. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I
but
think
again, this is like the first impressions podcast
no,
anyway.
it's because like I think that like it's like even though it's like it's changed from the manga completely because this is all the decision of the mangaka, by the way. No, it was the manga's decision to change the story.
But why?
Like I'm okay if they decide to change the end part of the
So,
story because I understand.
You skip your favorite arc, right?
Yeah, because they skip literally, and a lot of people will agree that the arc that they skip is the best arc.
I
So-
disagree, but yeah.
But a lot of people will.
Yeah, a lot of people will agree that, I guess. But yeah.
And a lot of people, like even our friends that are from overseas as well, have all also felt like that was the best arc.
Mhm.
So
Like my prediction is, I think that arc will come back, but maybe not this season, but for another season or something like that.
So like an OVA or
No, not an OVA. Like
Not an OVA.
I'm saying, like this is like there's a lot of people who are speculating that season 2 will end the story. I don't think that. I think that I'm predicting that season 2 is gonna like kind of branch out the story more. I say, like the story is gonna probably be similar or the same, but they're gonna make things a lot kind of different, but like keep a lot of the same story arcs around for like future seasons.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
feel like the story arcs that they are borrowing from the manga or
Yeah.
using will be too rushed, or,
No.
or the reasons will be not.
Yeah.
as,
Yeah, we have to-
will be different.
yeah, like some reasons will be different, but like but I'm just gonna have to like like I said, this is a wait and see thing. I'm not gonna be like one of those like manga readers that like are super hating on this anime. Like right now, it's like,
Sorry for being a manga reader.
are you hating on this?
I won't say I'm hating on it.
Is this a 0 to you? It is.
It's not a 0.
It's
It's,
not-
definitely not 0.
Okay, those are the pages I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
Like
it's not a. It's
Yeah.
not a 0.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like there's no drive to really
yeah,
want to watch it as much.
I guess I get what you mean.
And
Yeah.
I don't, and I feel like I won't.
No, because like what I'm saying is that what I mean by hate is like there's like like how Neverland season 2 starts fine because it follows the manga pretty well.
Yeah.
Like it's like the clear like okay, it's like it's scoring an 8 point something on Mao, that's usually considered high. It's dropped all the way to 7.5 now. So like that only can happen because people are just review bombing it down super hard. When I don't think it's like it's an 8 show, but it's either a 7 show at this point.
But you won't really know, and
They won't know until it's over.
yeah. So
Yeah.
because people are just
Yeah. Like I'm
change the ratings.
Yeah, like
So-
yeah. Like people are just hating on it now because it's like I don't like people who just hate it completely just because it's doing anime original. Like, it's like I was like, there's still hope because it's like even though anime original may be different content because you can still always have the manga to read. But I'm just gonna my honest opinion on the manga because I did that stream where I read the manga for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, and like, I'm gonna go with my honest opinion, like, since the first arc, it's not as, like, I say, it's not as fun, like I say, as interesting as the first arc. But then because the first arc was so fun.
There's a lot of chase in the first arc.
I think it's because the just like Attack on Titan, the tone of the series has changed.
Yeah.
Because the escape has happened.
It's gonna have,
The tone has.
yeah, it's cause, but it's not cause, like, you lose a lot of the mind games, I say.
Yes, the mind games is.
You lose all of the mind games, and it becomes basically like a battle anime, sort of, I'll say, in a way.
Yes, it becomes different.
Yeah.
But knowing that it is different, I felt like the way the manga handled the arc after is better than what the anime is doing.
Yeah, but so that's why this is just wait and see.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still gonna definitely. I'm keen to watch it because I want to see what changes they do.
Yeah, I'll just keep watching it.
Yeah. I will
See-
make my
see how they
final
end up.
verdict once it ends.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you hoping that's not a Tokyo Ghoul situation where it just comes really bad?
Oh my
Please
God.
don't make this a Route A.
I didn't
I
even
watched season
watch
one.
season.
I didn't watch season
Fuck
2.
that.
Yeah,
I do not want a Route A.
Because a lot of people are maybe comparing this to this could be a new Tokyo Ghoul.
And me too, Goku.
Yeah. Where like season 1 was good and then like season 2 beyond is like, you know, it's like everyone's just like hating on it now.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not because I like season 1. Season 1 was really good.
Yeah, season 1 was really good.
Especially the
And
opening
it
as well.
followed
Yeah.
the
The opening's still good, a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the opening
Yeah,
song's still a banger.
The opening is still great.
Yeah.
Also the ending as well. Was it like what?
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get on to our next anime, original anime this season. Wonder Egg Priority.
What under egg priority?
I literally just
Am I the only one watching it?
I literally
I
just
don't know what the show is.
I
I
watched like 2
Who's-
episodes.
I binge watched this show like today just before the podcast started.
Or just today?
Oh, I watched 3 episodes.
I watched all 5 episodes today. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I watched-
I,
I
I'm
watched
actually pretty
5.
confused.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if there's like a deeper meaning behind it or not, because the main character basically is like she has her heterochromatic eyes, so she stands out a lot from the crowd and she gets bullied by it. And because of that, like she doesn't really have that many friends. But then somehow it follows a narrative where you're in a different world where you save people who are also like troubled by daily life
No,
issues,
the
like albeit like
coincidence
probably
is that-
No,
bullying.
The
or-
people that they're saving are already dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all people who have committed suicide.
Yeah, all the people
Yeah.
who have committed suicide.
So I'm not sure if this sounds sort of like she is helping them in purgatory to move on, or
I think
just like
I
resolve
think
issues.
that
Depends on the
I think that is like the sort of like story it's been trying to be told.
what
Like
they're trying to discuss.
like
Yeah.
every person that they save is sort of like tells more of a story of that person of like that person there. I guess they're trying to save themselves, but like every person that they save is like just a hint of like a closer look of like looking from your like looking more and accepting more, I guess, of what you done.
Yeah. I would say that the series is like very dark and edgy.
It's sort of dark edgy, but then the characters are like so bubbly.
Yeah.
It's dark and edgy on purpose
Yeah.
to
But it
spread a
has
message.
very Dark and edgy undertones.
Yeah.
It talks about bullying. It talks
Yeah.
about suicide.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a very
It talks
heavy
about
undertone, yeah.
Molestation and rape.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh dear.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got very dark undertones, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like it has the review starlight kind of, but darker.
It looks like a
Really
Kira.
dark.
It looks like a Kira anime.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I like the girl though.
It has that Kira anime art style. I'll say that.
Is it because the main character reminds you of Rika or what?
Who's Rika? Oh no, I guess so. Yeah, true. Yeah. But like,
Yeah, I guess
but I'm just saying, in terms of like character design wise, the girls look like they come from a Kira animation anime. It doesn't have to be Rika. It's not just Kira like Rika.
What studio is it from?
It's
Yes,
it's Cloverworks.
Oh,
Is it Cloverworks?
Yeah. Cloverworks also did well. Past Neverland, and also Fate
oh.
Yeah, it
Fate
is.
Babylonia, and they did Bunny Girl Senpai as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
They're
Pretty.
pretty respectable studio. Pretty respectable studio.
Hmm.
But I am actually very interested in this because I feel like it's quite unique in like how they tell the story.
Yes.
I think it's like it's the most unique anime out this season by far,
Yes.
and like probably the weirdest anime. I'll say.
The way that yes.
Yeah. Because when I watched the first episode, I felt like this is something that you have to watch at 3 a.m. to understand. But
3 a.m. I'm too sleepy to understand.
that's how I felt though. Being honest with you guys, it's like you have to be like dead ass, like just brain dead. So, okay, I'm just gonna watch this one day. I just watch this. Is
Yeah,
interesting.
like
kind
It's
of
pretty
thing.
interesting. It's pretty interesting.
like Ian, you haven't watched this,
Really
right?
out there.
No, not
Like-
yet. I haven't.
Okay,
Give
if I
it a
t-
shot.
like, I'll tell you this, Ian. Girl cracks an egg because a talking toilet paper told her to, and then suddenly a girl pops out. What would you think?
I don't know about you, but that sounds normal. I'm just kidding.
And then
my life every single day.
Yeah, everyone's dream has meanings. I'll explain this.
Yeah, it's like it's so weird to explain. Like it's like because the way that each episode is kind of paced out, it's like they cut it and stuff. It's not like exactly chronological. It's like stuff happens and then like you see the bit of the past. Then you see like stuff happening again. Then you see a bit of the past, and it's like weird. It's like weirdly like cut out, like cut and pasted or like directed. That is like you're trying to piece a lot of the information you can get together. And like trying to see where the story is going. The story is going like basically the main concept is like the easiest way to explain this anime is that the girls that they're trying to save are like their friends who already are dead. So they're trying to save people who are already dead, but we don't know what it means by saving them, by bringing them to life maybe, but we don't know that.
We don't know.
That's why
is it
might have been like a purgatory.
Is it actually real life? Because like, okay, after the latest episode, I feel like there's something like you can probably get a hint of where this story is actually really going. Like, have you watched the latest episode, Ren?
Wait, when did it come out?
Episode 5, I think.
I think I have.
I think it was just last week anyway.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I only watched until
I
3.
actually have no idea.
Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, like, if you look at this art right here, like, this may be a spoilers, I'm not sure. Look at this art, like, each one of those girls there are trying to save someone else. Together. There, that's what I'm gonna say. You can probably figure out what the story is gonna be like later on, but yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah, we see. It's definitely interesting because it's got the heavy undertones. It's like, it's beautifully animated though, I'll say that.
It is.
Yeah.
The animation is actually really good.
Animation is really good, and like the production quality and the story, the concept, the whole story is interesting.
The concept is very interesting.
Very interesting and pretty.
But it's weird.
It's weird. It's weird. That's all. It's pretty. Wonder Egg priority.
This would be another wild card that you would give to other people unsuspectingly.
This is a very hard wild card to recommend to someone though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really recommend.
Like
unless experience.
No, like the thing, I would like this is something I can't recommend to someone unless I see it finished completely. Like if I can remember like watch Wondering, and because I for one do not know what the hell exactly is going on right now. I don't want to give this.
Yeah,
Like even I'm having issues explaining.
Yeah, like at least with like where I could recommend Skate to the other people, I can tell them it's a skateboarding anime. That's it. But this one's like you need to be like sort of heavy readily for like sit down. Sit down and like take on information.
You need to big brain basically.
Yeah, it's time to unlock your big brain mode. Your 200 IQ plays now.
Yeah, there's pretty sure there's undertones here and there, but
yeah,
I don't even know what they're trying to achieve. But it is interesting nevertheless.
They're trying to save their dead friends. That's all. That's the simplest way to say it. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's definitely the most interesting and like weirdest thing this season. Okay.
Weirdest thing. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Ian, you should go watch it out. You should go watch it. It's good.
Okay.
It's good though. It's good though. I'll say that it's good. Okay. Okay. And to our final anime, we have to add something spicy on the top of all this good stuff, guys. Something spicy. The most controversial. Is it the most controversial anime this season? Maybe it is. But Redo of a Healer.
Maybe. 我睇到 news 有 revenge 版㗎。
Ian, why didn't you start us off because you haven't said too much this episode because sorry we're leaving you out, my friend.
No. The thing is,
I don't. The spotlight is on you.
I don't know if I should talk about Redo of the Healer.
You should.
No, because if not, I'm just going to give a very, very ridiculous analogy of it. Would you rather hear a straight your attempt or a ridiculous analogy?
What is Tien's analogy?
I like to hear about the ridiculous.
No, I want to hear yours first.
Now let's start with vanilla. Let's start vanilla first. Ian, let's start vanilla. Then we get spicy.
Oh,
Give us your vanilla take.
Slap of hentai. That's what I can say.
What do you say? What?
It's a revenge anime. It's a slap of hentai.
I see.
Slap.
Slap of hentai.
I mean,
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's.
are you sure it's just?
I'm pretty sure it's.
No. Okay. It's not just you're right. It's just straight up hentai. It's like every anime out there wants like they're borderline touch the hentai region, but nah, this thing just straight up right in there. They're not even gonna try and hide it.
I can't believe it's not hentai.
I can't believe it's not hentai. Some guy had the audacity to think about animating this. It's just amazing. I don't know.
It's not someone that had the audacity, it's someone who had the biggest balls to animate this.
Yes, man.
Not only animate, but the voice actors and actresses. Oh god bless them, actually.
Yeah. No, because they are not considered hentai voice actors. Why?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your analogy, Tien?
Oh, sex RTA and any species.
I see. Okay. Okay, well, to explain like Read Over Healer, it's yes, it's basically it was a revenge anime about some guy who get to redo his life again, but this time because he has his memories of his previous life, he basically goes because he was treated so badly in his like previous life. He decides to get revenge on the people who treated him badly by like, because he was raped, he decides to rape them. It's simple like that, or like it's like, but also like he does like, I guess like basically this whole world is fucked up. It's messed up.
Imagine the shield hero, except that the guy actually gets proper revenge.
Yeah, imagine shield. Imagine shield world, shield hero like world, but like this guy gets proper revenge, and the people are scummier.
It's Tatin or Yusha, but they went off like it's like, you know how there's two roads in life. You either go one path A or path B, something. Yeah.
Like that. Oh, you either choose the good guy option or you choose the bad guy option.
But this one went with the bad guy option.
Yeah, this guy basically.
It's literal justice porn.
Yeah.
It's justice porn. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Like even the like.
Revenge porn. I don't think it's justice. It's just revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, justice revenge porn.
Revenge porn.
Justice is not revenge.
It's revenge porn.
Not justice, yeah.
No, but like in this context, it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Okay,
We'll have to watch to find out.
Yeah. It's like okay, like a lot of bad things happen to this guy, but he also does a lot of bad things to people. Like, I played RPGs before where I just okay. I've always done the good options in RPGs, but there's sometimes when I do replay the game, I decide to go, let's go the most evilest route. This is my example of playing the Fable series. It's like playing Fable, but you just choose all the bad guy routes. You choose all the evil routes you can do, evil options you can do. Like instead of like trying to solve this like peacefully, like a good guy, he's solving them like a dick.
You're going all out.
He's solving them like a dick. Like which I do. I'm gonna be honest here. That I do find that like, whoa, this is a neat concept. Like I don't think anyone's ever done this before.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because like no one's ever done this before in anime. I feel like it's been done in a lot of hentai before.
Hentai.
But hentai exists though.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. You guys say it's hentai. I can see why, but it's not hentai.
I cannot believe it's not
I say a lot of the story scenarios and stuff can lead up to a hentai. But because they don't show, but my definition of hentai, they show penetration and stuff like that, which they don't in this show.
They can't show penetration, so it's not hentai. But
yeah,
it's
they do it
close
in
enough to
uncensored,
hentai.
isn't it?
Huh? They don't show penetration.
That's an uncensored version.
Uncensored version. There is uncensored version, but it doesn't show penetration still. It's still it's still in the realm of anime. That's the thing. It's on that line. It's on that line, I say. But like,
it's like eye candy edgy, but then it's just that close to hentai, but it's not hentai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
because they don't show the
penetration and stuff.
Yeah, if they show penetration, it's hentai.
Yeah.
So it's like Goblin Slayer then, I guess.
Yeah. But it's worse than Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer was like before the line. Like Goblin Slayer is like before the line. Like they show the movements and stuff like that, like animated and stuff, and like you hear the sounds.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you hear the sounds in the stuff.
They don't do that in Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, but like you don't see, but like you don't see like, well, let's we want to count that one scene with the dick.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to count that one, these.
The legendary slap.
The slap.
Goblin Slayer does it for the tone of the show.
Yeah.
To set the world. This is like
straight up.
It's straight up part
crazy.
of the story.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally hentai scenarios without the hentai. Yeah, you watch every episode. Like it's like you watch episode and you be like, oh, this could be a hentai.
Well, yeah, the thing is, the hentai is there. It's just that
It's not exactly there.
Not
like
gonna
the penetration is done. It's that it's not shown.
Not gonna like even the latest episode is literally like, oh, this is just straight up hentai, isn't it?
Yeah, like you think that. Like I just don't see it as a hentai because I don't see penetration properly.
Yeah, it's like just going straight into it. And it's like, ah, yeah, sure, yeah. This show's like and randomly it's like, okay,
Yeah.
hentai,
Yeah.
but no
It's
penetration. So
really,
it's not hentai.
yeah. Just the plot of this is like you don't. How do you say, like, true, people have done bad things to the main character, but like when the things he does back, like you kind of feel like, yep, they so deserve it, they do deserve it, but then you're also like, MC, no, don't go down the dark path, kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess.
There's
It's
so many ways to resolve this, but like he just went that route. I'm like, okay.
I guess that's what makes it kind of interesting, I guess, because because like I don't think no other series has ever done this. But then someone had I can't believe someone had the audacity to animate this.
Yeah,
And
I'm
can we
just curious
talk
how
about-
far they would go before like things start going bad for him. But
But yeah,
knowing how OP he is right now, it's gonna be like something that's real messed up in order just to like derail how the pace is going right now.
Nah, I'm just thinking if they ever reach an end, something bad is just gonna happen to him straight up. That's it. That's all I just predicted at the very end. At the very end of the series, whenever it decides to end, but I have no idea when that's gonna happen.
We shall see.
But the revenge is like, how do you say? It's a very unique way in a sense. I've never seen this kind of revenge before. It's like, how do you say, brainwashing?
I guess so.
like,
Yeah.
sort of like, yeah, you sort of like mind. You sort of like imagine this way. You take someone who hates you to your guts. You just brainwash them to like be your best friend and stuff like that, and then you give them back the memories later on. You see their reaction, kind of thing. It's like, oh,
I feel like that's what he could be doing. Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, okay.
Like I'll say like the fact that it's like it's got me interested because of the whole like he's sort of a dick and he's kind of evil himself. Like I'm kind of interested in that aspect. But at the same time, also it's a great it's because it's like that whole concept and idea. I guess I would say it's a guilty pleasure to watch for me.
It is.
It's like I know it's trash. I know it's bad. I know that this story is messed up. I hate this character. I hate everyone almost in this world. Actually, Setsun is a good girl. Prove me wrong. Setsun is a good girl.
Yeah,
Setsun is a
that's
good
girl.
Setsun is a good girl. But then
Oh,
That's
you
not
find out a
what
good
you
girl
on
later.
about.
yeah, but like
That's not
yeah, but it's like I watch it because I know it's trash and I like it. I think I'm liking it because I like because it's
It's a
trash.
guilty pleasure.
It's guilty pleasure.
Let's face it. Good. Like I would say like some hentai are bad recently, but this one is just like it's close enough. I'll take it.
You know, I don't think that the author knows the how do you say what healing is about.
I don't think the author cares,
Not
man.
this shit.
No,
No, healing is synonymous with deconstruction at this point. Why not?
healing is just rewinding time, man.
It's not even deconstruction. It's like overhaul in Boku no Hero, technically speaking.
Yes, so it's just like rewinding stuff.
Yeah, it's rewriting and rebuilding.
Yeah.
That's not. Is that healing? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, maybe I got such a messed up mind from this that like I need to see someone to heal me by like get rid of my mind and like reconstruction it. I don't know. Maybe that's healing.
Technically, heal in Japanese is kaifuku, which also means recovery. So like you can either recover from like one bad state into a good one or revert it. So I guess that's how they interpret heal in this case, but I have no idea. The only thing I'm curious about is whether the author is glad that all these scenes are being animated and whether he's having a good whack on it.
Honestly, I think the authors are laughing at the people who watched it. They're like, dude, I warned you guys, man, but like here you are complaining.
I feel like
He's the mastermind for this. Of course he's gonna be happy.
yeah, I feel like people were like because like I think it's like I remember like the anime man like warning people about this like a year ago and the people are still going crazy.
But yeah.
Like we knew like it's like when the whole like redo of healer like talk was going on, like people were like oh hey, here's some spicy stuff. Let's see when the normies coming out. It's like
Oh
people
my
knew,
God.
like it's like we're just memeing it now. That's all it
Twitter
is.
goes free.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm
Yeah.
loving this.
Yeah.
I just like seeing the people's reaction online. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
my
what
God.
that's what I think one of our other friends say. The revenge porn becomes it eventually becomes so ridiculous. It's literally just a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the SJWs to come out.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, they are already out.
No,
What are you
they're
on
already
about?
out, definitely.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So how can we recommend this anime to Ren who hasn't seen it? It's spicy.
It's spice.
You like
Just watch it.
you like spicy? You watch the Minakano?
Okay, if you can
I
turn off your
do.
brain and enjoy Horimiya, you turn off your brain and just enjoy this. It's
not the same.
one
It's
thing,
not
man.
the same.
It's
It's
not
not
literally
the
just like
same.
Do not say it's the same. I beg of you. Do not say
No,
it's the
no,
same.
no, it's not the same, but it's more of like you don't even need to think to enjoy this.
Oh no, you like you love Shield Hero, right, Darren?
I like.
You
yeah,
like
I
Shield Hero.
love Shield Hero.
You gotta love this. This is like when Shield Hero was bad.
It's different though.
No, it's what if Shield Hero is bad?
No, but it's the whole tone of the show is a lot different.
It's okay.
I don't. I might watch it for the meme.
Watch it
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
memes.
sure,
I'll
okay.
ever,
Watch it for
I'll
the
ever
memes.
like. I'll ever like. I don't think I'll.
Watch it for the memes.
No. You don't have to like it.
Yeah, you have to like it. Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it for the memes. That's how we
Maybe-
recommend it to
like I
you.
Maybe
said-
get a good laugh off it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, this is our guilty pleasure. This is a guilty pleasure kind of show.
Yeah, if not, we will teach you how to slap the proper way.
Slap on the... I'll let you slap. That meme, god damn it. I actually can't believe that. At least like that one part that was actually there. Even though it wasn't really there, it was there.
All the SJWs, man. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. We are almost going overtime here, but we have definitely gone overtime. But let's.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll end the spicy talk now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty much it for like. That's a lot of animes we just went through for like this season. I feel like
Oh,
we
yeah.
we missed out a lot still, but like they're like it's just because this season was so good. I think like compared to like any previous season, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about,
Yeah.
and then we ended.
And I'll
Yeah, pretty good discussions.
and I'll definitely be back when to like do a proper review of the season, like a recap, a proper recap when like shows are actually finished. Like it's pretty much the halfway point of the season now. I think, yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely the halfway point now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll come back. We'll come back when like the season ended to like give our proper impressions and like you can. That's when you break it down to like what is the ones worth watching.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
done soon.
Yeah. So you guys like to have any final things to say to our audience here about this anime season or about yourselves? Anything like that? Say everyone say what's your favorite anime this season and then like so far watching it and like recommend that.
Favorite anime this season.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Let's start with Ian.
Out of the blue.
Let's start with Ian.
Favorite anime would be at the very moment.
Yeah.
AOT.
AOT final season.
Like,
Okay.
AOT final season, but like if I actually started watching Mushoku Tensei if I actually started watching Mushoku Tensei, I would say Mushoku Tensei, but like right now I'm just like I'm only 2 episodes in, so I'm just gonna like give it a bit of time to digest.
Mhm.
But so far it's pretty good for me. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, because you know why I would start with you, Ian? Because zero kara hajimashite.
Oh my
We had to start from
goodness.
0.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So now, Ren, what's your anime you say let's watch? Your favorite this season to watch?
Sorry.
What's your favorite this season so far, or like
Favorite of this season. I think it has a very high potential to be Mushoku.
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely be between Mushoku Tensei and Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So that's your
Very
favorite
high
season.
chance
Yeah.
for- yeah. Mushoku is definitely really keen.
Mhm.
on.
Okay. And Tien?
Oh, I would say Eurocamp because I have a heavy bias, but
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
would also say Mushoku Tensei.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got 3 from Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah.
Okay, because even though I asked for just 1, but everyone's been giving 2, man.
Yeah, because like I'm just a heavy bias towards
Yeah.
Eurocamp in
Okay.
general.
Like, if I'm gonna be biased here, I would say Beastars season 2. Like as a one, like that's probably my favorite sequel this season. Like it's either that or ReZero, I don't know. And the third one, okay, it's just stick up the Mushoku Tensei train. I'm gonna say Horimiya, because that's like that's the show that I look forward to every week. Like I just like the comf. I like comf.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's so cozy to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah,
Really cool.
Yeah. yeah. And you guys already know what video I posted the other day. See, watch Skate. Yeah, there it is.
Skate the infinity.
Spell with an infinite sign. Okay, guys. Yep. That is it for the New Weebs in Podcast episode 5. This is a 2.5 hour episode. Or damn.
Good God, that's pretty long.
Yeah, this is probably my longest episode yet. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Whether you're tuning on Twitch, live on Twitch, or like tuning in to the VOD on YouTube. This is the New Weebs in Podcast. Please follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Give this video a like. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Say bye, everyone. Bye bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.